Hello and welcome into the Dean Withers Show for everybody watching at home on YouTube. I'm back at you again today with some more debates with some crazy Trump supporters. Just so you know how this works, over here on my phone, I'm live on TikTok where anybody and everybody can request to join if they voted for Trump. So we can have a conversation. We're going to hop straight into the debates. We got Donald on the line. Donald, you told me you voted for Trump, and I'm very curious, why did you vote for Trump?
Because I think you would look real good with Biden's balls hanging off your chin.
Jesus Christ, Donald. This is not a good way to start the debates. Okay, well, Donald, he left, I guess. That was not a good way to start the debates. Already into interesting day. Also, it's interesting how he said I would look good. He said I would look good. What was that? What did that mean? He said I would look good with the balls hanging. Dude, okay. Moving on to the next guest, you guys. Drop a MAGA or two in that TikTok live chat if you want to join. For everybody watching at home on YouTube, I'm so sorry that you guys had to hear. Like, first thing, gee, dude, we're just coming out of the gate swinging tonight, man. Coming out of the gate swinging, dude. Hey, yo, Alyssa, thank you for the money gun over on TikTok. And Normal Bean, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Oh shoot, I'm on here.
You sure are, man. You vote for Donnie?
Yeah, sure.
Ah, why's that, man?
Just cause I'm socially, I would.
Okay, you left the TikTok app. I can't hear you. You're back now. Go ahead.
All right, I would say that socially, I'm liberal. Economically, I'm more in line with Republican policies. Now, the
Yeah.
reason I say this is because from personal experience, I would say that the income I make is it would be better on a personal level for me to go with the Republican policies
Mm-hmm.
as compared to like the Democratic ones.
Mm-hmm.
For example, in California, the state tax is around 40%, if I'm not mistaken, and I'm just tired of having to give my tax money to people who don't contribute much to society.
Oh, so you're mad at social safety nets. Wait, first of all, is your income over or under $400,000 per year?
Over,
What do you do for
it's
work?
around. I have my construction company.
Are you a general contractor?
Yeah,
What does
yeah.
a geotechnical engineer do?
I don't even know.
Then you're not a general contractor. Why are you lying about your employment?
No, I'm just kidding. I voted for Kamala. I was just fucking with you.
Okay, okay.
Nobody's putting up.
Appreciate you for joining. We're gonna go to move on to the next guest, you guys. We got Dylan PC loading up in y'all. Everybody, do just give us a minute. What is up, Dylan? Did you vote for Trump?
Dean, on God, I literally beat it to you. I love
Oh
you
my
so
God, on God, that's a child. Get out of here. Moving on to Lauren. We got the next guest loading up for everybody watching on YouTube. I apologize. I thought we'd get debates, but of course we don't have them. Here in about 30 seconds to a minute, we'll start rage baiting the conservatives to get them to spawn in to come up here to debate if need be. That is always an available option because these conservatives are quite terrified of me. And we'll see if we need to do that. So we'll get the next guest up. Hello, Dev. Did you vote for Trump?
I did. How's it going today?
You know what? It's an okay day. We're rebounding from a permaban yesterday, but here we are nonetheless. So tell me why you voted for Donnie.
Yeah, so first off, let me just preface this by this. I saw in a lot of the debates you attacked Trump's character and all that, and I'm not going to defend that.
Very true.
He's not, obviously not a great guy, but if
Very
we're just
true.
going by policies alone, I'd say the two main things for me was, so first off, on the price of goods going up and stuff, would you agree with me when I say that the price of goods going up, it depends on supply and inflation?
Well, the price of goods going up is defined as inflation. It doesn't
Yeah,
depend on inflation. That is inflation.
yeah.
And one of the
So
factors in inflation can be like supply. I mean, of course, there's about a billion one other things that can also cause inflation, but you know.
yeah. So with kind of with that being said, there were a couple things that Trump proposed that I was kind of looking forward to. One of them being opening up more gas lines and more energy. Just kind of his whole approach on energy, clean energy. just getting bring down the price of gas, because in turn that'll bring down the price of producing items, and in turn will hopefully bring down the prices of everything. Now, I do understand kind of from some other people, like when Trump got into office, it's not going to happen overnight. I obviously understand that it might take a year, a couple of years till you actually see the effects of that. But I think in the over the long term, keeping that kind of just building, making energy more affordable, I think in the long run that will help people out.
What's Donald Trump's policy to, increase our domestic level of oil production? I'm very curious.
In Alaska, there are some things that are available. Uh, you said the one thing about Greenland, where if we did get Greenland, we'd get that, but I don't think that actually happened. But Alaska and I forget the other specific ones. I think in the Midwest, I think there are some also.
Okay. Who do you think was better for domestic production of oil in the last two administrations, Biden and Harris or Trump?
I'm gonna say Trump.
Did you know that we actually oversaw a greater level of domestic production of oil under Biden and Harris? Did you know they also approved 50% more drilling permits for oil on federal land? Did you know they also made a historic investment in fracking while simultaneously making the largest multi-million-dollar investment into renewable energy resources our country's ever had? Did you know that? And I mean, all this yip and yap that Trump will drill, baby, drill. It's all just rhetoric and words. Don't really have any real policy. He said that he's going to open up more drilling on Alaska. So Biden and Harris shut down drilling in Alaska because it advanced onto nature reserves, and they were still able to achieve the highest level of oil production our country's ever seen. More oil than any other country on the face of the planet, by the way. And the second point about invading Greenland, sure. If we if we conquer other countries and take them over, we'll also take over their natural resource production. I don't think that's a good plan, though. So in other words, it seems like Trump has words and rhetoric, but Kamala Harris and Joe Biden had real execution.
Didn't Kamala want to ban fracking?
Yeah, back in like 2018.
Okay. So, all right. So I want to come back to this, but can I say my other main reason why I voted for Trump?
Of course.
So the other main reason is basically I think the U.S. has become far too involved in kind of just the world as a general with the Ukraine war and just kind of our over involvement in the Middle East. Honestly, I think that seeing our tax dollars go to actual like U.S. like problems and trying to fix those, compared to sending them off to countries that, in all honesty, don't really affect us. I think that
Donald Trump literally wants to spend American tax dollars on occupying, owning, and rebuilding the Gaza Strip after ethnically cleansing 1.4 million people.
I don't agree with that.
That is true. That is more funding,
that, yeah.
more money, and more involvement. All right. In the Middle East, not to mention the very obviously dramatic, crazy ethical implications. But
I agree
pragmatically speaking, that is just analytically more involvement. Once again, aside from the ethical implications. And then B, you said that you don't think the U.S. should have been involved with Ukraine. Well, we had an agreement to be. It was called the Budapest Memorandum. It was signed in the 90s. It was a denuclearization agreement we made with them. We said if you give up your nukes, we'll protect you if you're ever invaded. Okay, we set that red line in the sand with Russia. Okay, well, Russia violates it. We got to pull through with the end of our agreement, or we look weak, and other foreign adversaries would be less likely to engage in denuclearization agreements with us because they know no matter what they negotiate, we could just drop the ball on them like we would have on Ukraine. But if you're curious, I'd actually say Donald Trump is even more involved in said conflict now because he's actively calling Vladimir Putin, not Vladimir Putin, he's calling Zelensky like a dictator. He's saying that like Ukraine should just give up and Russia should own all that land. But you don't give a shit about any of that, right? No.
So okay. So
of course you don't. See, it's like when it's about honoring a contractual agreement and doing what we're supposed to, right? Under Biden and Harris, it's a fucking deal breaker that made you vote against them. But when it's like even worse concerns pragmatically and ethically under Trump, it's like, oh, you'll say that you don't like it, but you'll still support him and kind of ignore it. So I kind of like see that as like a version of hypocrisy, you know?
So yeah, I will say this. I did, yes, I voted for Trump, but I'm very in the middle on a lot of issues. And the honestly, the thing that has made me go over to the right, and many, many other Americans that I've talked to.
You're muffling your mic, man.
Oh, I'm sorry. Air. Let me hold on, wait. Let me move. Is that better?
Yeah, that is better. And just give me 5 seconds here. I do have to thank Jay. Thank you so much, Jay, for the $20 super chat over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the love, Jay. Jay says, these debates have taught me a lot and are cathartic to hear you gag weirdos. Keep it up, dude. First of all, thank you so much for making me laugh. And second of all, thank you so much for the donation, guys. Let's give at least 400 big WJs, both in the TikTok live chat and in the YouTube live chat. That is very kind. Thank you so much. And go ahead, Dev.
So, oh my gosh, I completely lost my train of. What was I talking about? I completely lost my train of thought.
Well, I don't really know what you were talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, a big reason why you and a lot of other Americans have gone to the right.
Yeah. Thank you. So basically, just the main reason that I have and a lot of other people have moved over to the right is just, in all honesty, a lot of the things that the left just is talking about, it's kind of, I feel like it's been a lot more about kind of just creating division and like hate within the country.
Is this real life?
Compared to
Is this real life?
wait, what?
No, continue, please.
Oh, okay. So I just think that the left is a lot more just, they're just really, to be honest, just really unlikable. Like a lot of them just, I don't know, like I just talk with them and they just like,
What the fuck?
I like, it's just, I don't know. It's just,
Can you give
they
me
have a
can you
lot
give me
going
an
on.
example of the division and the hate that the left has created?
An example?
Yeah.
Just like,
You're muffling your mic again. It's on the bottom of your phone. I'd recommend not touching it.
okay. Here, wait. I'm gonna take my AirPods out. That might be it. Hold up.
No, yeah, please tell me some of this hate and division the left has created.
So I would say
What's
the main thing that's I've been said is if you vote for Trump, you're a Nazi, which, you know,
Can
you
you
can hate
name-
the guy, but calling him,
Can you name like one mainstream figure on the left that has ever said that?
yes, MSBC News, every person, and like every, I forget who the head on that is, but
MSNBC.
yes, that.
Okay, could you play me a clip?
Yeah, here. If you look up here, if everyone in chat wants to just look up MSNBC comparing Donald Trump and Hitler, then you'll find the clip of them talking about it.
whoa. Don't shift that goalpost, buddy. You said if you vote for Trump, you're a Nazi. You said if individuals, right? You said individuals on the left tell other Republicans that if you vote for Trump, right, you're a Nazi. So not comparing Trump to Hitler. In fact, the story that you're referencing is when Donald Trump quoted Hitler. So let's not let that go over our head. Sometimes comparisons can exist, but I want you to give evidence for the claim that you made. You said, right, that you've heard people on the left say, if you vote for Trump, you're a Nazi. So did they say on NBC that all Trump voters are Nazis?
They were certainly implying that, absolutely, I would say that.
Oh, so an implication is what you're operating off.
Okay, but here, Dean, let me ask you this, though. Don't you think that that's a
Wow.
little bit of a dangerous implication
Wow.
to make, though?
Well, I don't think that's an implication that was made. I just think that that's a baseless assumption that you're making.
So you don't think comparing Donald Trump and Hitler and drawing direct comparisons between the two, you don't think that's implying anything?
The reporting was literally on the fact that Donald Trump had quoted Hitler and that one of his top lead generals from his last administration said that he was a fascist. Or like,
And
I
then
don't know,
that
maybe
they-
when Elon Musk threw the Hitler salute. Or like the
Okay.
fact that Elon Musk was privately talking to Kanye West, being all buddy-buddy, saying that they're friends, within Kanye West tweeting out, I love Hitler.
Okay, wait, do you...
Or Elon Musk following accounts on Twitter that literally post pictures of swastikas. Or Elon Musk vocally supporting the AfD in Germany that stands for traditionalism and German values. Those are
just
the
want
facts
do
that
you
need to be
okay,
discussed.
wait,
Do you
okay.
just not like facts being talked about? Are you advocating for like strict censorship of truth? Is that what you're doing?
Uh, why are you? No. What?
It is because these
Okay.
things all happened. Of course, MSNBC or any rational news outlet would report on these instances occurring. But you're saying that it is dangerous to report on these things because you think it implies Trump supporters are Nazis that create division. So, in other words, I just think
Because
that
that is what it is
I think that
implying.
you're blaming the messenger here. Maybe Trump
Okay.
shouldn't have quoted Hitler. Maybe Elon shouldn't have thrown the Nazi salute. Maybe
Okay, do
Elon
you
shouldn't have
seriously
been
believe that was
buddy-buddy
the
with
Nazi
Kanye.
salute?
Yes.
Like,
What? It was.
you seriously?
Analytically,
Dude, Elon
what?
is just an awkward dude, and he was so. If the full context of that clip, he said he was giving his heart out to the crowd,
And then he threw the
and
Nazi
yes,
salute. Wait,
Huh?
dude. Listen, I think that you can make a weak, you can make a weak argument that he didn't intend to do the salute, but you cannot make an argument that he didn't do the Nazi salute. You'll like the only argument you could give me is that he did do the Nazi salute. It was just unintentional.
Okay, then it was unintentional. I mean,
There
I mean,
you
I
go.
want you, I want you. Okay, I want you to seriously
There
think
you
this.
go.
You think that one of the most influential people in the world is a Nazi?
I do, yeah. I do. I do.
That
I do. I do. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
I
But
mean, that
anyways,
is just,
I'm
that's
gonna
a very
I'm gonna get
pessimistic view of the world. Then.
well. I'm gonna get back to what I was saying. So you gave me the argument that I kind of helped you update that he threw the salute, but he didn't mean to. So here's my argument against that. First of all, this guy went on fucking Twitter and he posted a meme saying Elon Musk does the one thing everybody told him not to do. Oh, I wonder what Elon meant by that. Additionally speaking here, assuming that he truly didn't mean to throw the salute, why the hell didn't he put out a statement apologizing and condemning said behavior? Like seriously, just the depiction of
Because
the
I think it was
richest
pretty
man
obvious it
on
wasn't
earth.
the salute.
One moment. So now you're going back to the argument that it wasn't a salute. So how can you possibly make that argument?
No. I'm saying it wasn't a salute. Like when you said like he did it like unintentionally.
So it was
like,
the salute, but he did unintentionally. Stick with that and now listen to what I'm saying. Now, imagine, right, that he didn't mean to. Let's just assume that's true. So the fact that he didn't put out a statement apologizing for said action, holding himself accountable and condemning alt-right fascism and Nazism in America today and historically still embolden alt-right fascism. Yes, like I still am seeing, right, Hitler edits on my Twitter feed with 25,000 likes that start off with a heart around the picture of Elon throwing the salute. It absolutely still results in the consequence of emboldened fascism in America. And if Elon Musk wanted to resolve that consequence and not embolden said fascism via the depiction of his action, well, he would take accountability and condemn it. But he never did that. And he's always had the option to. In fact, he still does today. But he actively chooses to not stop the further emboldening of alt-right fascism in our country and on the global stage caused directly by his action.
I mean, I can't get over that you think Elon
Can you
Musk is
answer-
seriously a fascist.
Oh, well, yeah. No, obviously Trump and his administration is are fascist, yeah.
Okay, so do you
Duh,
believe
fucking duh.
everyone who
But can you
votes for
respond to what I
Trump
just
is a
said?
fascist?
No, you support fascism, though. Can you please respond to what
Okay.
I just said?
Could you repeat that, please?
No, man. I made myself clear. Were you not listening?
No, I was. Wait, you were asking like why doesn't Elon come out and say oh like I didn't like that wasn't my
Here,
intention or anything like that.
I'll repeat it. I'll repeat it.
Okay.
Before I do, I just have to thank a couple individuals for their donations. First of all, LVZ, thank you so much for the $10 super chat over on YouTube. Says, because it was the left running around with tiki torches in Charlottesville, right? Because it was the left that was running around with Daniel Penny and did January 6th. LVZ8, thank you for the love. Sonny with the $10 super chat donation saying, I'm glad you're back on TikTok, big fan. I've learned so much from you. People like you really give me hope for our future. Keep it going, playa. I really appreciate you. W's for Sonny and LVZ. LVZ with another $5. I do really appreciate you for the love. LVZ says he finds it hard to believe that somebody with from apartheid South America whose father was an Afrikaner, I don't even know what that is a Nazi. Well, I appreciate you for the $5. And then Mount Cushmore, thank you so much for the $5 super chat as well, saying, Dean, please turn your mic up on YouTube. Unfortunately, I cannot turn my mic up on YouTube. I'm still yet to find a solution, but as soon as I do, I'll make sure to let you guys know. And then also Ariel with a $5 over PayPal, Chloe with a $5 over PayPal, and Sacred Souls with the $25 on Venmo for being unlikable. Oh, I appreciate you for the love, Sacred Souls. Let's get at least 300 W Sacred Souls in that chat. That is literally so kind. Thank you so much. And the Only with the $35 donation over on Venmo says, Educating MAGA. Thank you so much for the love, the Only. At least 400 big booms and W the Onlys in those live chats. Thank you both so very much. And Kelsey and Sunny both with the $5. Thank you guys so much. So to return to what I was saying, big W's in all the chats for all the donors. I really love and appreciate you guys. It is the case that Elon Musk engaged in an action in which looked identical to the Nazi salute. I say he meant to. You say he didn't mean to, right? Let's accept that he didn't mean to for intents and purposes of this conversation. That action is now being used by alt-right fascists in America and on the global stage to further embolden their movement. It's working. I already mentioned the Hitler edit that I saw that opened up with a heart around Elon throwing the salute. The fact of the matter is Elon Musk and Donald Trump could slow or stop the emboldening of alt-right fascism caused by Elon Musk throwing said salute if they were to put out a statement saying this is wrong, we do not support alt-right fascism, we condemn it, they take responsibility, and he apologizes. He has not done any of those things.
So, do you believe that anyone who votes for Trump is a fascist and or is supporting fascism?
Jesus Christ. Okay, so this is the same thing that happened last time. So I just told you how I feel about Elon Musk's actions and what it led to. You then don't respond to what I said, and you just asked me if I think people that voted for Trump support fascism. I said yes. Okay, and then I asked you to respond to what I said, and then you were like, I don't remember what I said. So then I was like, I'll repeat it. So then I repeat it, and then you ignore it again, and then you ask the same question again. But yes, individuals that supported for Trump absolutely are uplifting fascism.
Okay. So in that case, how did Trump win the majority vote?
How did Trump win the majority vote? Because
If he's directly
the popular
supports
vote-
fascism, so that does that mean that half of our country supports fascism?
Okay, how many times do you need me to answer this question?
You're gonna say yes.
Yeah, half of about 49.9% of the country voted for fascism. The
So
reason why I
don't
think he was able to win in lieu of his fascist regime was because the average voter is uneducated on these issues, doesn't know what fascism is, doesn't know what to look for in fascism, or has fallen victim to propaganda from the right, alongside the fact that majority of respondents to exit polls following the outcome of the election said they voted against the incumbent presidency because of inflation in the country caused by COVID, and this wasn't local to America, it happened on the global stage. How many times do I need to ask you to answer my question, though?
on why Trump and Elon don't come out and condemn the salute and condemn fascism.
On the fact that they engage in this action led to the emboldening and further dissemination of alt-right fascism, which does impede harm onto individuals' lives. They could stop this by condemning, apologizing, and holding themselves accountable, but they don't.
Because isn't it kind of just common sense that fascism is bad, and if you support fascism, you're a terrible person? Isn't that just common sense? And that's why they don't need to come out and condemn it, because fascism is, like, you learn that in third grade, like fascism is bad. Hitler was bad. So why would they have to come out and condemn it if literally
you're
everyone knows it's bad?
You're in for a rude awakening. I'd personally say that alt-right fascism, which includes Nazism, is probably among one of the largest, if not the largest. One moment.
Do not combine the right and Nazis.
Wait, that is what the far right is.
That is not what?
Yeah, on a political compass, when we're just talking about the political spectrum of ideologies, right? Fascism is the alt-right. Now, of course, you could condemn the alt-right. In fact, I would expect you to, and I would appreciate it. But it is the case that fascism.
Oh,
absolutely,
is the alt-right. Absolutely. If anyone who supports a Nazi, absolutely.
Yeah, but that's just that's academically the case.
Okay.
Like even like Donald Trump has said that like Nick Fuentes or like his campaign distance from Nick Fuentes because of the excuse that they were too far right for them. Like that's just the case.
Okay. So yeah, I personally believe that both obviously
And then also
both
I said that it's probably like what I wanted to say is it's like the highest level, probably in my mind, the largest and most predominant hate group, like alive today. I think that significantly more individuals than you would expect or I would expect, right, are alt-right extremists that merely just hide it.
Okay.
And the reason I say this is because I've seen it firsthand. I've seen it firsthand in so many people. All of a sudden, I'll have a guest up here that starts spewing alt-right BS. Next thing you know, the whole chat is flooded with like pro-Hitler sympathizers, and that's just what happens.
Yeah.
Also,
Obviously-
Randall, thank you so much for the $10 on YouTube. Saying thanks again, Dean, for your content on here on YouTube and your continued effort to try to educate the MAGA cult. It's a near impossible task, but major props for trying. Thank you so much, everybody. Please show some love to Randall. Also, I would really, really, really like to point out here, you said, well, they don't want to condemn it because it's just common sense that it's wrong. Well, their actions have still led to dissemination of alt-right ideologies to a higher degree, which just literally results in more material harm towards members of minority communities. So you just don't really care about the consequence of higher levels of material harm towards minority communities as a direct result of their actions that they could prevent via an apology and accountability because it's just common sense that it's wrong?
No, no. No. I obviously, okay, wait. Can you repeat that? Actually, you said a lot there. Hold up. Can you repeat that, please?
Hey, man, just a minute. Do you want to talk about something else? I don't want to be. Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah,
I want to
absolutely.
say this about being like I don't think this is gonna go anywhere.
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely, yeah, sure.
What's your favorite Trump policy?
Favorite Trump policy? I would say. Hold up, give me a second to think about that. I would say.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I'm like literally drawing a blank here. Hold up. I would say that. I honestly can't think of any right now. I mean, I have one. I can't think of it right now.
What's
honestly.
your least favorite Kamala Harris policy?
Least favorite Kamala Harris policy? Probably how she handled the border and how she was like put in charge of it. And I know what you're gonna say.
Come on,
'cause
man. I could correct you on that, but that's not an answer to my question. Policy that she ran on. What was your least favorite?
Policy that she ran on. I think that was part of the issue because I
like
never
one
saw
from
the
the
time
last
where
4
she
years.
gave like a clear policy.
Bro, I just asked you if you could name one of your favorite policies of Trump's and you couldn't. So obviously you didn't.
Oh,
get a clear policy
I
from
just
him
thought
either.
of one. I just thought of one.
So obviously you didn't get a clear policy from him. It sounds like more of a
No.
user error.
I just
Sounds
thought
like
of one.
much more of a user error.
Yeah, no, no. I'm not. You're absolutely right on that. I just thought of one. No, I'd say the no tax on tips and overall just lowering the kind of like federal like tax and stuff.
So the House Republicans had submitted, their tax plan for Donald Trump, another 10 years of the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. Guess what it didn't
I
include?
know what you're gonna say. It is in there. I looked it up. I read it.
No, it's not.
No, yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hold up.
No.
Hold up.
No.
I've read it. I've read it because I've seen a video of saying like, oh, it wasn't like I saw a video. I don't know if it's from you or like Parker. Or it was like someone like that where they said like it's not in the bill. So then I was curious. I went and looked it up, and it is in there.
What's the name of the bill?
I don't remember the exact name. but
Okay, where
hold
did
up.
you read that it was in there? Because you need to know the exact name if you went on congress.gov.
Here, wait. I'll go back on there right now. But
Come
I
on,
read
bro.
the.
Come on,
I read
bro.
the. Okay,
Come
I
on,
mean,
bro.
like,
come
I
on,
don't
come on,
remember
come on,
the-
bro. Come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah,
I don't
wait,
remember
I
the
just need to
actual
clarify
name
this.
of the
I don't
bill.
have time real quick. I just need to clarify this. It's a separate bill that you're referencing, and it's only up until $25,000. So no tax on tips means no tax on tips till 25K.
That's better than nothing, right?
That's not no tax on tips. That's a deduction, bro. That's like increasing the standard deduction.
I
That's
mean,
not no tax on tips.
but that is way better, right? I mean,
Wait. Are
it
you
went from
conceding that
nothing
it's
to at least a
hold
deduction.
up. Are you conceding that it's not no tax on tips?
I mean, yes, but there is a deduction.
Wait, you said it was no tax on tips, right?
I'm so sorry.
Yes.
Wasn't this also proposed to Congress like last year, August, while Biden was president?
I think so. I mean,
think
there's
so.
probably two separate bills. There's two separate bills. One that they probably brought up recently, and then one that existed prior because they brought it up because it was originally talked about. They also did this in California as well. Like they tried to do a no tax on tips thing. The one that was brought up recently, it's only up until 25,000. It's like a deduction. I've reposted a video recently on this, where someone like went through the whole thing. But yeah, it's not no tax on tips. It's a deduction for tips up to $25,000, which means Dean and I would get a deduction. So thank you.
So, I'll say this. Yes, you can downplay it and say like it's a deduction and stuff, but the reality is, why hasn't that been done when like Biden or Harris was, or like
Kamala
any
Harris
other
ran on this
presidents
policy.
before?
Dev, it's Congress. It's
And
Congress.
yeah,
Like,
Congress
it's
also
not-
shot it down. Like, wasn't this proposed by like Bernie Sanders and then one other guy that just went nowhere?
All right, well, I'll be right back. I'm gonna shower and get food and stuff, and then I'll be back on live and I'll co-host with you.
Cool, sounds good, man.
I'll
I'll see
see
you
ya.
soon. I'll see you soon. Hey, man. Oh my God, Thomas, Mr. Thomas, thank you so much for the $25 YouTube super chat. And I don't think I've heard a Trump supporter name a single policy ever. Yeah, bro, it's unfucking believable. Thank you so much for the love, Thomas. I really appreciate that. There's my tip. That's gonna count towards that 25 grand. Thank you so much, Thomas.
Hell yeah, there you
Everybody,
go.
show some love to Thomas in that chat for the $25 YouTube super chat. At least 250 W Thomases, as well as Zoe with the $10 YouTube super chat, saying my interest in politics has grown a lot since finding your content super easy and helpful and easy to keep up with. I admire your enthusiasm and your patience. That is awesome. That is so base, Zoe. That is literally why I do this. Let's get at least 1,000 W's for Zoe for the ultra based message. It's also the case that I'd like to thank Andrew for the $10 donation over on Venmo, saying off baby Hitler or baby Trump. Crazy question. Well, obviously baby Hitler for me. Bethany, thank you for the $5 on Venmo, saying thanks for always defending women with your old chest. I appreciate you for the love, Bethany, as well as Jack with the $2, and then Kylie with the $10 donation over on Venmo. Thank you so much, Kylie. Let's get at least 100 W Kylies. And Kennedy with the $20 donation over on Venmo for the grift. At least 2,000 base W Kennedys in the chat. I appreciate you for supporting the grift. Thank you. Thank you so much. And then just one more here, Caitlin with the $27 donation on PayPal. Thank you so much, Caitlin. W's for Caitlin everywhere, always, saying, I love your videos. I've been going through it, and your lives help me make my day. I love hearing all the positive feedback from you guys. I love you so much. Thank you, Caitlin. W's for Caitlin everywhere. But yeah, man, is there anything else that you want to go over?
Yeah, one more
Oh,
thing. I
no.
just thought about it. So, you said which policies? So, specific policies. Here, wait. So I'd say honestly, just like the departments that Trump is like kind of like said, like Doge is kind of the one of the main ones that I was looking forward to, and just like overall cutting down government spending. Because would you agree that government spending is out of control? Would you
Out of
agree with
control, yeah. I actually do agree. I think our government's incredibly wasteful.
that? Okay, so and would you also agree that Biden and Harris spent the most out of any administration in history?
No, I'd very strongly disagree.
And why's that?
Because the CRBF reports that Trump spent twice as much as them.
I mean, if you
Committee, just go on Google, type in
Yeah,
CRBF Trump versus Biden government spending. Donald Trump spent $8.6 trillion. 4.8 trillion of that was non-COVID related. Biden and Harris spent $4.6 trillion. 2.2 trillion of that is non-COVID related. As well as the proposed policy of Trump compared to Harris in the 2024 election, Trump tax cuts alone, all right, are going to cost our government more money than all of Kamala Harris's proposed policy. Keep in mind, 80% of those cuts go to the ultra wealthy. We had a study from Brookings indicate that did not trickle down to the average American when it was first signed into law over the last 7 years. And it's like not good for GDP growth at all. I mean, dude, if you don't like wasteful spending, you shouldn't have voted for Trump. And I mean that one, because I don't like wasteful spending either. And neither side, okay, of Congress is good for government expenditure. I'll say that. Even the Democrats, okay, I mean that, right? But Trump and MAGA is significantly worse.
Okay. So why then do you think Biden and Harris didn't set up the Department of Government Spending? And honestly, and that's not fair to just say them. Like, why do you think like any politician like ever hasn't?
And more misinfo. Dude, Biden and Obama set up a government office to track and take down wasteless government expenditure. Do you want to hear Biden and Obama like giving a whole goddamn press release about how they're gonna like crack down on wasteful government expenditure?
If you want to tell me where to go, I'll watch it.
Biden, Obama, wasteful government spending. Jocelyn, thank you so much for the $5 super chat over on YouTube. Thank you so much.
Well, did they
Jocelyn,
like
for showing
actually
for
like set
Johnson.
up though like a department like to stop? Like, yes, they can like talk about it and say like, yeah, like we're spending way too much money, but it's difference if they actually like did something about
It's
it.
called the Federal Register. For decades, copies have been printed, bound, and sent to thousands of government offices all across the country, every single day. And while you might think that most people just can't wait to dig into their copy as soon as it arrives, the truth is no one reads this thing. And that's because it's been available on the internet for years, which means taxpayers have been funding some pretty expensive doorstops. So we're putting an end to that, saving you millions of dollars each year. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Everyone knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. Waste we should be getting rid of, even if we didn't have a deficit. We're off to a good start. Over the last 2 years, we pulled the plug on all kinds of ridiculous practices. Apparently, the government used overnight containers filled with nothing. Don't ask why that is. Sure, some of these cuts aren't that big, but no amount of waste is acceptable. Not when it's your money. Not at a time when so many Americans are already cutting back. Just as families are living within their means, government should too. So we can invest in the things that we know will create good jobs and grow the economy. Things like education and technology. Besides, after a while, all these cuts add up. Already, we've identified about $33 billion in savings just for this year. And we're not finished, not by a long shot. Did you know the federal government pays for a website devoted to a folk music ensemble made up of forest rangers? They're called the Fiddlin' Foresters.
You get the point.
Yeah. So yes, so in that clip, obviously they did cut some things to cut spending, but what
Can you respond to what I
Elon's done-
fucking said? Why won't you respond to anything? Okay, listen. Doge is going to have downward pressures on government expenditure. Donald Trump is going to have significantly more upward pressures on government expenditure. Our government would be spending less money under Kamala Harris compared to Donald Trump. Boom.
Okay.
Mic drop.
Let me know when it's my turn.
Okay. The most Elon said he could cut is $2 trillion. And that's coming from the most biased source on the planet. On that we could
Oh
agree.
no,
If
there's
we-
no
if
way
we-
he can cut 2 trillion. There's no, I don't agree with
Even
that.
if he
either.
did, even if he did, okay, with the use of the CBO's estimate for Donald Trump's tax plan to cost $8.4 trillion, that still means that Donald Trump will put our government expenditure in the red an additional $6.4 trillion if Doge cuts $2 trillion. $6.4 trillion off of one bill in the red under Trump. $6.4 trillion, right, is more than all of the estimated expenditure for all of Kamala Harris's policy over an entire 4-year term, and more than all of what Biden and Harris spent over the last 4, including COVID expenditure. Boom. Wow. Wow. I like the rock
Okay.
star. Yeah, W rock star. Yo, Henny, thank you for the $5 YouTube super chat. Thank you so much for the love. Just recently watched you debate against Fuentes. How does bro believe that there's enough evidence for God, but not for the Holocaust or dinosaurs? Henny, you're asking the right questions. Boom. Silenced.
So,
Well,
I got to go here, but Dean wanted to thank you for having me on. Hope you and everyone in chat has a great day, even though some of the people in chat hate me, I think. But, have a great day, y'all.
I appreciate you, Dev. Appreciate you. Have a good one, man.
Thank you.
You know, on like the insufferability scale, I'd probably rank Dev like a good 4.5. There's definitely more insufferable people than him, but there's like still a couple things he said there that were kind of annoying. You know what I mean? Hey, did you vote for Trump?
I did in 2020.
But not 2024?
No,
Phenomenal. Well, we are just looking for people that voted for him in the most recent election. I apologize for making you wait to get kicked. I want to make the rules very clear so that doesn't happen more. We are only looking to talk to individuals that voted for Trump in 2024, and I apologize. I feel so bad doing that. What is up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, it was my first year voting, and I'm 18.
Okay. Before we hop onto a conversation, I do want to say if you're watching on TikTok, if you're one of the 8.3 thousand people, first of all, double tap on that phone screen. You know, if we get up 2 million likes, we'll be able to get more people in here to debate. Second of all, if you want to support the stream, My Venmo, my PayPal are where? In the link tree in my bio. I get 100% of the proceeds on those platforms. They go straight to supporting me, more particularly supporting this stream. Okay, you'll get a notification at the top of the phone screen with your name and amount and attached message, and I will shout it out and read your message. Ain't that cool? If you're watching on YouTube and you want to support, you got YouTube Super Chats, as well as you got Venmo and PayPal, which are in the pinned message. I appreciate everybody for the love. Moving back to the debates, Evil Goalie, why did you vote for Trump?
So my ex-boyfriend, by the way, I broke up with him. Super ugly, super freak. You're
diva.
What'd you say?
You're diva. Super ugly, super freak. I kind of like that.
Thank you, Diva.
Oh, you didn't vote for Trump.
Yes, I did.
No, not if you're calling me diva. You're too deep in the
No,
lore.
no. Listen. Okay, listen. Give me a moment while I think of a lie. Wait.
Moving on to the next guest. We got Kathleen loading up into the box. She slipped up there calling me Diva. Okay, that is like deep old lore, okay? Kathleen, what's up? Did you vote for Trump? If you did, this is going to be the best conversation ever. But there's also high potentiality that you're just a troll. Okay, all right. I was right. I just know what to look for, you guys. Please only join the queue if you voted for Trump. Easy on paper, hard in application. Hello, Anthony. Did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I voted for Trump, man. Yeah. 2024. And shit, I appreciate what he did for the black colleges, giving the money and everything, the money that Biden took away.
Excuse me, he decreased funding to HBCUs.
No, he didn't.
Yes. So
Biden
Obama, one moment. So Obama
defunded the HBCUs, dude.
If you'll just allow me one moment.
And Trump. Oh, all right, go ahead.
So over Obama's 8 years, he spent $8 billion on HBCUs. That's $1 billion per year. Donald Trump gets into office. He decreases that to $250 million per year and then makes it permanent. Okay. Biden and Ayers get into office and they bump it up to $4 billion a year. Obama sent $1 billion a year. Trump decreased it to $250 million. Biden and Harris increased it to $4 billion.
Bro, I watched this on like live TV. He bumped it up. He gave that money. He funded those HBCUs during his 2020 election run.
Yeah, you probably saw him sending $250 million to HBCUs, then everybody clapped.
But
it's bad because that was a decrease in the funding compared to Obama.
Wow. But I also seen them executive orders that he was signing into law, preserving the civil rights of minority people that the Democrats was trying to get rid of.
No.
That's all in black and white. It's all in black and white.
No. He didn't sign. No, wait.
He can't argue with black and white.
So there was something to do with Trump, an executive order, and civil rights, but it's just not what you think. So he wasn't protecting them. He was actually repealing Lyndon B. Johnson's executive order granting civil right protections to federal employees.
Wow. No, that ain't what I read. Literally
just look up LBJ, Civil Rights EO, Donald Trump repeals. You'll be given like 1 billion pages of evidence.
All right. I'm going to go do that. And if you're right, the next time that you send on TikTok and everything or whatever, I will personally say that you're right. But if it does not say that or whatever, you have to say that, hey, you're wrong.
Okay, yeah.
Fair?
That's fine. Are you trolling?
No, I'm not trolling, dude. I'm dead serious.
Oh, okay. Anthony, is there anything else you want to go over?
And also when Trump was up in office and stuff, like unemployment was at its lowest.
You
as well.
We had lower unemployment rates under Biden. Yeah, so the lowest level of unemployment
because under Biden, like I had to stay at the same job that I was like literally miserable at or whatever under Biden because no other job was hiring. But when Trump was up in office, that wasn't an issue.
Wait, if no other jobs are hiring and the GDP is growing and American business is booming, that just means that there's already other people working those jobs, meaning the unemployment rate is low.
How? When
If we have
like
a growing amount of
alright,
businesses,
go ahead.
if we have a growing amount of businesses in the economy, okay, but yet we have a slimming amount of job opportunities, that means that more people are going to work.
Not necessarily, dude, because if that was the case, it was plenty of jobs that was hiring under the Biden administration or whatever, right? And me and people that I know, everyday people that I know was having a difficult time getting a job, even though that they qualified for the job. So explain to me how Biden how like explain to me how the job market was better under Biden.
Just literally because because less people were unemployed. Man, I'm just giving you the facts from the Federal Bureau of Labor Statistics. I don't know what to do from here, man.
Can you pull that up? Can I see that?
Well, I could tell you what to look up. If you were watching
All right,
my
that's
stream
fine,
on
that's
YouTube,
fine.
if you were watching my stream on YouTube right now, I'd be able to show it to you because I could pull shit up
Oh,
on the
okay,
screen over
okay.
there.
Well, I'm on TikTok or whatever. You know what I'm saying. Matter of fact,
Just
matter of fact, I could get another phone and you can show up. Matter of fact, let me get my brother because he's watching your stream too on YouTube or whatever, and you can put it up on your
one
screen.
for the TikTok, one for the okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. You literally why do you want me to do this? Like this is a lot of work.
Because like when it comes to like debates and speaking on things that you are saying that is fact or whatever, I'm the type of person you have to show evidence of that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yes, I can look it up, this, that, and the third. That's not a problem. But since I have another phone available or whatever, it'll be better to, you know what I'm saying, to show that on the screen and everything so we can go ahead and nip, you know what I'm saying, all this up in the bud. You know what I'm saying? Because if you're right or whatever, I'll be like, hey, you know what I'm saying, you're right, I'm wrong, and we'll leave it like that or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I voted for Trump, this, that, and the third, I'm a reasonable guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm all for facts.
Okay, so do you have
Once
my
they
wait, just stop real quick. Do you have my stream pulled up on YouTube?
Yes, I got the stream pulled up on YouTube.
Okay, can you please just like mute the sound coming out from it?
All right, yeah.
Okay, and by the way, guys, make sure that we're double tapping away on that screen in the meantime. I just gotta show him this super duper
What's
duper
up,
quick.
Dean? Yeah, that's my brother. He just wanted to say what's up. He's
What's going on?
he's a big fan and stuff. He voted Democrat. I voted Republican. And yes, we stay up in the same house. And yes, we do get along. And we do have our debates and everything. So, all right, I'm seeing it.
Okay, I'm gonna use this text box as my pointer over on YouTube. So you'll see that this right here. Oh, it's behind it. So this right here, this is a graph of unemployment from 2015 to 2025. This right here, that point, right, is the lowest level of unemployment under Donald Trump's admin. Okay, right there. All right, and then you'll see that we had 2 consecutive points that are lower under Biden and Harris's. Right, for the specific numerical values, so you could see it, you know, plotted on a chart where you could kind of hover over and see the very specific numerical values. Literally just look up civilian unemployment rate, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah. Anything else, man?
No, that's pretty much it. I really appreciate you, you know what I'm saying, talking with me and everything and stuff. Like I said, I'm a reasonable guy. You showed your facts and everything, you know what I'm saying. I can't argue with that.
All right, well, I appreciate you, Anthony. Have a good rest of your day, man. We're going to move on to the next guest, you guys. Yeah, man, I appreciate that, Anthony's brother. All right, we got that next guest loading in right now. Yo, but before we do, Mariah, thank you so much for the 200 NOK dollars. What is NOK? Oh, I love learning about new currencies. Like, what is NOK? That is Norwegian dollars. Yo, thank you so much for the 200 Norwegian dollars over on YouTube, Maria. That is very, very kind of you. Very, very kind. As well as Siri with the $50 YouTube super chat. Oh my gosh, Siri, dude, what is going on? Thank you. Siri says, thank you for doing what you do. Seeing how much of the Project 2025 stated goals was to ban PORN. I'd love to see you debate a conservative about sex workers' rights. Sure, I could give my opinion on that sometimes. I have a few concerns, but all my concerns just fall down to the safety of women in the field. But I do really appreciate you for the love, Siri. Let's get at least 500 big W series in both of the live chats. Thank you so much. That is literally so incredibly kind of you. And what is going on, G? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did. Since I do have this opportunity, can I ask you? I'm not gonna be here long. I have like 2 questions to ask you.
Okay, so you're gonna ask me questions, do an interview on Dean, and not debate?
No. Nothing. Listen. Nothing serious. I literally look. So, bro, I used to play Fortnite with you back in the day.
No, you fucking didn't. Moving on to the next guest. We got a troll, quite frankly. What is going on? Did you vote for Trump? Moving on to the next guest. If that guy used to play Fortnite, why don't you just pull up and come knock on my door? Because you know where I live. You know where I live. All of the old homies.
I want to ask you a
from
question.
school.
You hear me?
You know where I live. Pull up, play some Fortnite with me now, man. What's up? You vote for Trump?
I want to debate something else.
Sorry. We're just looking to debate individuals that voted for Trump. Moving on to the next guest, we got March loading up into that box. Yo, Autumn, thank you so much for the $12 donation over on Venmo, saying run for District 3 Colorado and save this dumbass county, I beg.
Hi.
I'm actually, when I'm of age, I probably will. I'm not even lying. Thank you so much, Autumn. Let's get 120 W's for Autumn in the live chats for the $12 donation. And hello, give me just 1 second here. As well as Valerie and Kevin, both with the $5 and $2 donations on Venmo. And then Anna with a $5 donation on PayPal, and Riley with the $2.50. I appreciate you guys so much. As well as Sam with a $20 super chat over on YouTube. Sorry, 20-pound super chat. Saying hello, have you heard about the Elon Musk and Ashley St. Clair baby scandal? I have, bro. This guy has 14 kids with 4 different women. Imagine if Kamala Harris had 14 kids with 4 different men, and the scrutiny that she would have got from the right, and the names that she would have been called, and then tell me that systemic misogyny and sexism don't exist. Anyways, March, what's up? Did you vote for Trump?
Sorry, I'm from Europe.
Ah, okay. Well, we are just looking to debate people that voted for Trump. Can't do that from Europe, but I do appreciate you for being here. Guys, go ahead and drop a MAGA on that TikTok live chat if you want to come up and debate. Please, 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 please. We are just looking for some conversations. Easy Bacon Man, thank you for the 45 Norwegian dollars. Then Amber with the $5. I appreciate you guys for the love over on YouTube Super Chat. What is going on, Wicked? Did you vote for Trump?
Please get Trump out of Boston tonight, bro.
What?
Trump's gonna be at the game in Boston.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yo, what's up? You vote for Trump?
Hey, yeah, I did.
How old are you?
I'm 19.
Okay. Yo, Lisa, thank you for the 10 Canadian dollars. Saying, as a gay mom, I truly appreciate you and all the hard work you put in to protect women. I listen all my free time. Keep it up. Lisa, I love you. Thank you so much for the love. W's for Lisa both in the live chats. It's a very kind message and a very kind donation. So, all right, let's talk about it. Why'd you vote for Trump?
I just think he's a badass. He ain't no liberal sissy like Kamala Harris.
You got to put a little bit more grit on the voice. You got to be like, I think he's a badass. He ain't no,
He's a bad motherfucker.
He ain't no liberal sissy like Kamala Harris. You know that you got to do more grit on it. Get the fuck out of here. The guy's bored. He's so bored. Okay, we got our next guest loaded up in right now. Okay, all right, let's see what we got. We got Zach loaded in. Yo, LOTRO, thank you for the $10 on your YouTube super chat. Saying, Hola, Dean. Your lives keep me informed and involved as a young person. You make me feel heard. Oh, I really appreciate that. LOTRO. I know L means the. I do not know what OTRO means, and I don't even want to try to pronounce it because I'd feel very bad if I were to butcher it. But I do really appreciate you for the love and the very kind message. Thank you. Next guest is loading in. Here we go, you guys. Everybody do just give us a minute. The other with the $10 super chat. There you go. All right, we got Frank loading up into the live, guys. Okay, so we have 8.6 thousand people in the TikTok live chat, and there's not one Trump supporter that's willing and ready to come in here and debate me. Okay, you guys are scared. Okay, you guys know that your worldview is indefensible. Okay, if you want to like prove to me that you actually have a backbone and a spine, if you voted for Trump and you're not scared to talk to me, well, go ahead and drop a MAGA in that chat so I could get you up here, because obviously, right, nobody's willing to come up here and take me on. Okay, yo, Tanya, Tanya. Thank you for the $5 donation over Venmo. And then Alexander, thank you so much for the 20.
Loser.
Oh, that's kind of cute. That's kind of cute. Myra, thank you for the galaxy. I appreciate that. Moving on to the next guest. Here we go. He was so young that it's getting. That's funny. That's funny. It's like a 6-year-old. Oh, that's too good. Yo, Alexander, thank you so much for the $20 donation over on Venmo. Thank you so much for the love, Alexander. Let's get at least 200 W's for Alexander. Saying join us at r/take democracy back. It's time to get to work. TakeDemocracyBack.org. Alexander, I'll check it out. As well as Sam. Oh my gosh, with another 20-pound YouTube super chat. Thank you for the love, Sam. Sam says crazy, right? Then there's a rumor that our musky boy had a botched male genitalia. You've heard about that then? I've not heard about that one, Sam. Inform me. I appreciate you for the 20 pounds once again. And Shannon, oh my God. What is going on today? Shannon with the $50 donation on Venmo. Oh my God, you guys. I apologize. That's insane. Everybody show Shannon some love. Shannon says, thanks for the laughs every day. Well, thank you for such an insane level of kindness. Please, please, please. W Shannon's and all the live chats, at least 1,000 W's. Then Bryson with the $5. And thank you guys so much. Phineas, did you vote for Trump?
I did.
You did. Have you been up here before?
I have, actually.
Oh, well, yeah, I've talked to you like 4 times, I think. Moving on. Everybody's scared to debate. Except for the returners, the individuals that have already been up here. Why is everybody so scared? Quite curious. I'm sorry, that was terrible.
Can you hear me?
That was fucking terrible. How old are you?
Basically, just go
age.
straight to debating. Trump,
Come on, how old are you?
strong as economy.
Come on,
six.
bro. Come on, bro. What's your
Strong as economy. A strong president.
Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Tell me how old you are.
And
I'm
closing a border.
I'm gonna need some
Closed border saves lives. Closed border saves lives.
I'm gonna need to see some ID, little bro.
Closed border saves lives.
Get out of here, dude. Moving on to the next guys. Okay, we got Andy loading up in. Holy crap. Yo, NDG with the $6 pound super chat over on YouTube saying, I'm having a really bad day. I've been struggling. But you never fail to make my day. I appreciate that. And thank you so much for the love. As well as Riley with the 25 Australian dollars. Thank you, Riley. Dude, shout out to Riley in all of the live chats saying, sending love from Australia. Thanks for doing your best to keep hateful politics from spreading here. Great work as always. Thank you so much, Riley. Appreciate your donation and your kind message. And Andy, did you vote for Trump?
Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did. I did vote for Trump.
Why'd you do that?
Well, I used to be like you. I used to hate Trump when I was a teenager. And as the years went by, I decided to actually like him more. So I was more towards the liberal end, and then I became a little more conservative and towards the Republican side. And
I actually loved Trump when I was a teenager.
So you're the opposite of me. How nice. So one of the reasons why I did vote for Trump is I feel like under the Biden administration, the border wasn't secured at all. There were so many illegal immigrants coming in, and those numbers were through the millions every single year. And I feel like now that Donald Trump is in office, the border is obviously going to be more secured. And I feel like that puts a lot more safety in the Americans' lives and just safety in general, safety overall. And I think that's important to Americans. Don't you agree?
I do agree that safety is important to Americans.
Yeah.
Do you mind if I speak?
Yeah, go ahead.
If safety is important to Americans, I don't know why you vote for the criminal rapist that willfully and intentionally let DJ Rodriguez and other January 6th offenders that beat up cops out of jail to run free on the streets.
Why are you so open to letting more illegal criminals in America? Yet you're so worried about voting for a felon. Can you answer that?
Yeah. So are you asking me? Are you asking me why I don't want to deport undocumented migrants from our country?
No. Listen to my question again. I'm asking you. I'm saying, if you are saying that it's a bad thing to vote for a felon, which is Donald Trump, then why is it that liberals are okay with letting more illegal immigrants who are felons into the country?
Letting more undocumented
Illegal
migrants
immigrants.
into the country.
Illegal immigrants. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
so I'd actually say that liberals aren't okay with undocumented migration into a country because of what causes it, that being severely degraded, ignored, and depraved legal means of entry into our country, right? Like, for instance, under the Biden-Harris administration, they tried to influence a bipartisan border bill to get passed that would have expedited the legal processes of migration, which would have naturally disincentivized undocumented entry into our country. Donald Trump called Republicans and told them to torpedo the bill because he didn't want the Democrats to take a win. So if anything, it's Donald Trump who is okay and actually caused and wanted more undocumented migration into America. As well as GA with a private jet. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the private jet, GA.
If you don't mind, Dean, where did you get that information from? That way I can look it up myself.
Yeah, so I have 3 sources that Donald Trump torpedoed Langford's bipartisan border bill. The first source is Trump. At a rally in Nevada, he straight up said to blame it on him if the border bill fails. Just search up the Hill. Trump says blame it on him if border bill fails. My second source would be Langford, Chris Murphy, and Mitch McConnell on Fox News, all complaining about how Donald Trump torpedoed this bill because he didn't want the Democrats to win.
Gotcha. And just a quick question, Dean. I want to know, what are your thoughts on illegal immigrants seeking asylum in the U.S.?
Well, what you just
I
gave
want to know
me,
your.
I don't know if I'm using this word right, but I'm pretty sure this is the correct way to deploy the term oxymoron. I think what you just gave me is an oxymoron, because if there's a migrant, right, pursuing like asylum in America, that's a legal documented process. So when you say if an illegal undocumented migrant is pursuing this legal documented process, that's just a correct contradiction or a direct contradiction.
Okay, let me reword it this way. If they want to seek asylum, I know under the Biden administration, they were allowed to, even if they were to enter the U.S. illegally, and that means by jumping the border or just coming in whatever other way they can.
No, you literally have to. That's not true. That's not true, because you have to get a court date. You have to go to court.
No.
Right?
I know.
To seek asylum in America, right? Meaning that it's necessary that you go through the correct legal channels for seeking asylum, or else you cannot get a court date.
And that's through the port of entry, isn't that right?
I don't know. I'm not that educated, but I'd assume, obviously.
Yeah.
Also, can you respond to the fact that Donald Trump literally wanted more undocumented migrants to come in America because he torpedoed the bipartisan border bill? Or are you going to ignore that?
I don't know. I don't know anything about that.
Well, exactly. So you just kind of ignore it when like Donald Trump willfully and intentionally lets more undocumented migrants in our country, but then you tell me that you voted against Biden and Harris because you think they allowed more undocumented migrants in our country, even though you can never point towards any specific action, implementation, or revocal of policy or executive order that caused the crisis, bestowing to responsibility on Biden and Harris, and that is your reason why you voted against them. So do you see how you kind of have a hypocritical view there?
Well, I have to look more on that because I don't know.
GA, thank you for the flying jets. I really appreciate you for the love, GA. Please show some love to GA. And Victoria with the 11 pounds on YouTube Super Chat saying, hey, Dean, love what you do as a European. I'm glad to see Americans aren't all in the Trump dumb gold. Keep it up, bud. I appreciate you for the love, Victoria. Yeah. You're going to have to investigate more. No, I get it, man. I get it. So what's your next argument?
So what do you think about Doge?
What I think that it'll overall be ineffective because of who implemented it, that being Donald Trump, and how fucking expensive his policy is. He has a higher upward pressure on government expenditure than Doge has a downward pressure, meaning government expenditure, all things considered, would still yet have been better under Kamala Harris.
You think so?
I know. It's not that I think so. I know so.
I disagree. No, I disagree with your statement. I think that a lot of the money that they have actually found that, it's been going to the pockets of multiple politicians. You've seen the money that's been found, right? Or that they located that's missing, millions and millions and billions of taxpayer money from Americans. What do you think about that?
Wait. The money that they've been able to, who's been spending, what's the corrupt funding? Let's hear it.
The government itself. You haven't seen information on that?
Well, I'm asking you for it. Well, what's the expenditure that you disagree with?
The fact that Doge was able to actually locate billions of dollars that was going towards different places in different countries like Cuba.
Yeah. From the USAID, literally called the U.S. Department for International Aid. Yeah, I bet that the U.S. Department for International Aid and Assistance will probably be spending money on other countries. And it doesn't take a special government department to understand that fact. Like Donald Trump did know that the U.S. Department for International Aid and Assistance existed under his first administration.
I understand your argument, but what about the American people? Why can't that money be used on Americans to help them live better lives?
98% of government expenditure is used on Americans. So, and if
Really?
you care about using that money to help Americans
Really,
live a better life,
okay, so tell me
can
this
you
then.
please?
How
No,
come
no,
a
you
lot of
listen to me and you answer my question. I'm not going to allow you to interrupt me. I hold the power here, buddy. I'm going to mute your mic in exactly 5 seconds if you don't be quiet.
Let me ask you this. Hold up. Look.
Yeah, sure. You can ask me whatever after I finish what I was saying. So you said, well, why don't we use that money to increase the quality of life for Americans? That is the stupidest thing that any Trump supporter could ever say. He wants to spend $8.6 trillion on one bill of tax cuts, where 80% of the cuts go to members of the top 0.01% of earners. And by the way, nobody making under $395,000 a year will be benefited, and in all things considered, since when we factor his tariffs into account. How does that increase the quality of life of the average American? Let me guess, you're going to say, oh, but trickle-down economics, Well, I have a study from Brookings that indicated under the first 7 years of Donald Trump's tax cuts, we actually saw no new business investment on the macro scale, meaning that it didn't trickle down. And we only saw a 0.04% increase in our average annual year-by-year GDP caused by those tax cuts. So why don't you go ahead and tell me how that impacts the average American? Over here whining about a couple $1 million for Iraq, saying that was wasteful. That could have been spent on the average American. That's why I voted for Trump. But then you look up and you see the $8.4 trillion just towering over a couple $1 million for Iraq. And it's only gonna benefit top earners in America. Explain that one to me. 97% of people get screwed. Actively hurts them. Explain that to me.
Well, let me ask you this.
No, explain what I just asked you.
Well, you talk too much. I don't know where you're talking about.
Okay, I'll concise myself down.
Yeah.
You hyperfixate on a couple mil for Iraq, saying very wasteful spending that could have been spent on Americans, but then you ignore Donald Trump's $8.4 trillion tax relief bill that only helps earners over $395,000 per year, and when we factor his tariffs into account, it hurts anybody making under that point. And you ignore that. So which is more of a precedent? $8.4 trillion wastelessly spent on something that only benefits top 3% of earners, or a couple million to Iraq?
If you don't mind me asking, how does it affect us? Can you explain how it affects Americans?
What specifically?
I believe you were talking about the 800. It affects people under $839,000.
$395,000 per year. Yeah, and that's when we factor his tariffs into account, because tariffs regressively harm Americans. Less money they make as they cause inflation, and the less money you make, the more you proportionally spend on the bare necessities to live, and the higher unit per unit value of the dollar is, following the law of diminishing returns. So that is how, right, his economic policy, specifically tariffs, encompass more harm towards lower income Americans.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, Dean, just one quick question. I know back in 1941, I believe, or 1942, that's when tariffs were in place and income tax wasn't even a thing back then. I'm not sure if you knew about that, but
well, I mean, what you just told me was wrong. By the way, it was like it was 1911.
1911. Okay, yeah. See, I'm way off. I'm sorry. So during that time, that's when America had tariffs.
Yeah.
You know, there was no income tax. There was no IRS.
You're right.
Tell me why the American economy was thriving during that time. Do you know why it was and why income tax came into play?
Okay, well, when you say thriving, that's just relative. Our GDP now is like 10, if not 100, if not 1,000 times larger than our GDP was then. But I don't mind answering your question why it was a good thing than a bad thing now. Does that work?
Yes. Yeah, please.
Was it a good thing for you to shit and piss in diapers when you were a toddler?
I guess so, Dean.
Because they helped you, right?
I guess so.
But shitting and pissing in diapers as an adult, like, probably hurts you a little bit now, slow you down a little bit.
Probably.
The analogy here is, think of tariffs like a diaper for a toddler, on an infant country. Okay, the reason why it's good to have tariffs on countries in their infancy is because they have to necessarily build a base for a manufacturing sector, or the country will fail. Okay, they won't even get their tiny little feet off the ground. Okay, they're an infant. We need to really care for the infant country and give them everything they need to succeed. If you don't have tariffs on a country in its infancy, why would they fucking even deal with trying to build a manufacturing sector when they could just import everything? Okay, you literally want to prevent importation of goods, right? Knowing that it will make you pay a lot because that's what's required to build a country, right? But then as soon as the country begins to have some steam behind its back, country begins to build, starts to thrive, well, all of a sudden those tariffs are no longer an all things considered good thing, but they're all things considered bad thing. You know, think of it through the analogy I give you. You know, diapers are going to be good for toddlers, but not good for adults. Blanket tariffs are going to be good for small countries in their infancy, but not good for the country with the largest economy on earth.
Okay. Can you explain why income tax came into play after the tariffs were implemented?
Yeah, because tariffs were no longer needed, and it was smart to replace a regressive form of taxation that hurt low-income Americans the most with a progressive system of taxation that hurt high-income Americans the most, because high levels of income inequity lead to death, demise, destruction, disease, tyranny, and revolution.
So what do you think about abolishing the income tax today?
I highly disagree. Why would we replace a system that taxes you more the more money you make compared to a system that taxes you more the less money you make? That's unintuitive as all hell.
The reason why I asked that is because a lot of Americans are struggling financially.
What?
I said the reason why I asked that is because a lot of Americans are struggling financially.
Yeah, but you understand, if we replace the IRS with the ERS, those that are currently struggling financially will only struggle more, right?
How?
How? Because they pay more of the proportionate value of the tariff as they spend a greater proportion of their income to live, and the money that they do spend is of higher value proportionately speaking. It means that poor people get fucked over the most. Because remember, tariffs only impact you on the money you're spending.
Yeah. So tariffs is price increase of imports.
Right, and on those bare necessities to live, okay, everybody is going to be spending somewhat to, you know, a close amount on the bare necessities to live, maybe apart from food quality, mattress quality, and, you know, maybe getting a house that's too big. But, you know, food, water, shelter, and clothes, bare necessities to live.
I know.
Who's going to spend a greater proportion of their income on those? Poor people or rich people?
I think everybody will be affected, but mostly poor. You know,
precisely, man. So that's why that's a bad idea. See, and you could recognize that pretty easily. I feel like that one's an easy one to point out.
I had a quick question to ask you, Dean.
You're not debating me. You're asking me questions. I mean, I don't mind the questions, but I'd preferably like a debate, right?
Okay. What do you think about mass deportation? I think it's horrible at the same time, but I also think it's a good thing for America.
Yeah. So how is mass deportation of undocumented migrants that don't commit violent crimes a good thing for America?
I think it is because I know there are about 10 to like 11 million illegal immigrants in the United States of America. And I know I see that a lot of people's arguments, they like to say that, yes, illegal immigrants, they do pay U.S. taxes. I think I've seen online that they pay about maybe 10 to 15 billion. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Well, I'll correct you. You are wrong. It's 100 billion per year.
100 billion per year. Yeah, I didn't see that number. I saw around 10 to 15 billion.
No, you didn't.
I did.
No, you didn't.
No, I did.
No, you didn't. Undocumented migrants in the fiscal year of 2023 paid $95.6 billion in federal, state, and local taxes. You didn't see that figure. At least not from any reputable source.
Well, I know it says that about in California, it's about 8.5 billion.
Yeah, maybe in one state. Okay.
That's all I got.
Okay, I appreciate you for coming up, Andy. We're gonna get that next guest up here. Thank you for the questions. I was, happy to answer them. Couple donations. We got to thank here first and foremost George with the $5 super chat over on YouTube. Now, George sent this donation in all caps. George said, "Dean, you are fine. Hell, own it." Thank you, George. As well as LVZ with another $5, Sir Brooks with the $2, and Sir Brooks with another $2. Thank you guys so much for the love. Thank you. As well here, as I would like to thank Blake for the $5 donation on Venmo, saying keep on keeping on, cutie pie. Appreciate that, Blake. JC with the $5 because you're fine and smart. What is going on with the donors, man? I appreciate you guys, but like 3 in a row, goddamn. Meshi with the $10 donation over on Venmo. I appreciate you for that love, Meshi. Would you ever consider debating / conserving with somebody that's in the center to see if there's any middle ground? I'd talk to somebody in the center. Kaya, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. Appreciate you so much for the love. And then, of course, once again, Riley with the $2 and the 50 cents on PayPal. And there's probably a couple more PayPal donations I need to get around to. I just need to sign back in soon. In the meantime, let's ask Coop. Coopity Poop. You vote for Trump.
Yeah,
How old are you?
I'm 18.
18. What year were you born in? Get out of here, Coopity Poop. Poopy Coopy. Quite frankly. That's right. Poopy Coopy. Moving on to the next guest. Here we go, guys. Hey, okay. If you're watching the stream, first of all, thank you for being here. It's an awesome stream. Second of all, if you want to support me, you can find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio. Not only does it support me, but it supports the stream, the studio, the setup, okay? And it allows me to be able to continue to invest literally all of my fucking time on this. So I appreciate you guys. You guys are awesome. Just like Jordy just donated $20 over on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love, Jory. Sorry, you got an echo. Jory, that is Jorie. Thank you so much for the $20 over on PayPal. Everybody, please do show some love to Jory down below in that comment section. Just like Jory, if you do donate, I'll be able to thank you, shout you out, and read an attached message. For instance, Jory said, and I quote, "Thanks for the break from studying for my kid mentored." Thank you for the $20. You're fucking awesome. And yeah, take a break, relax your brain and de-stress, then get right back to it. What is up, Anthony? Did you vote for Trump?
Wait, I'm from the UK, right? But I just want to know your opinion on reform.
I know nothing about that, man. Should I? Yeah. Am I just predominantly invested in American politics? Yeah. We're going to get that next guest up in here. Everybody just give us a minute. And yo, Anton, thank you for the 65 SEK dollars. I appreciate that. And then yo, Julia with the $25 over on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love, Julia. Julia says, "Heyo again. Julia, you're in here every day. I love you so much." Shout out to Julia. And that is Juulia. Thank you so much, Julia. Let's get at least 250 big W Julias in the live chat right now, quite frankly. Hello, Mallory. Did you vote for
Yodine?
Your little giggle was very liberal.
No, I would never be one of those.
Come on, bro. Quit it.
No, I swear.
You voted for Trump?
Trust.
Trust?
Fuck.
Do you just say fuck?
No.
So did you vote for Trump or not?
Yes.
Okay. Before I debate you about why you voted for Trump, oh my gosh. Yo. Aline! That's so crazy. Aline with the $100 YouTube super chat. I want to see at least 2,000 W Alines in all of the live chats. That is so kind. Thank you, Aline. Aline says, "I watch you and Parker and love your lives. Thank you for educating people who should have been educated from the start. Red states need better education. Love Momo as well." Aline, you are spot on, guys. Please show Aline some love. The way that you spell Aline is Eileen. So thank you. That is insane. Thank you for your kindness and generosity. It goes such a long way, and I really appreciate you for your love. Anyways, back to you, Mallory. Why'd you vote for Trump?
Cause he's great for this country.
Why so?
I don't, cause Biden didn't do shit, and Trump's great.
Biden didn't do shit. The fuck?
I don't.
What did you say? He passed some of the most monumental policy in modern U.S. history. Chips and Science Act, PACT Act, Infrastructure Bill, Inflation Reduction Act. Name one piece of legislation that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that had a good impact on America. What do we do from here? Where do we go now? Nowhere?
Dude, I don't know actually.
I don't know. I have a feeling.
I wasn't prepared.
Bye. All right, moving on to that next, guys. Here we go. Alex, it's loading up into that live. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. What a beautiful day. Okay, dude. Keep showing love to Elaine. That's crazy. Oh, I feel like we haven't really been able to get many debates here today. Can you guys only hop in the queue if you voted for Trump? I'm done with the trolls. I'm fed up. Okay. I'm fed up. I'm done. I'm so done. I'm so done. Done with the trolls.
Hello.
One moment. Meshi, thank you for the $10 donation over on Venmo, saying W, looking forward to see how you do the debates go with people in the center. Center needs more representation. I'd be down for this convos, and thank you for the 10. 100 W Meshi's in the chat. Randoms, you vote for Trump?
I did, yes.
Jesus Christ, why? Why did you vote for the worst presidential candidate of your life?
Me personally, it was more so as far as my stance on
Abortion.
men and women's sport. That was
So
one.
we actually can't talk about that. I would love to just
No.
railroad you on that issue, quite frankly, because it's a really easy position to refute. But if we talk about trans individuals on this live gets taken down every single time. You
Gotcha.
get a ban for hate speech. I couldn't tell you why. TikTok absolutely silences conversation about trans individuals. They've done the same thing with gay individuals in the past as well. But hey, hopefully 10 people in the NCAA are not your main concern with the last election. So do you have any other reasons, or is that it?
No, that wasn't my main concern. I mean, I have other reasons. That's just one that I definitely agree with him with. I mean, I don't agree 100% with what he does. I mean, if you agree 100% with anybody, you're just a follower. But
So what are your other
I
reasons why you
also
voted for Trump?
agree.
Just because we literally can't talk about that.
No, I understand. I was about to get to that. Immigration as well. I feel like there's people that wait, and as much time that people spend waiting, it's not fair that people can just come in and not take their positions, but basically, yeah. But also, I didn't agree that the Biden administration didn't remove the CPB app, which allows immigrants to enter the country without proper documentation.
Okay, so you said two things there. You're like, app bad and undocumented migration unfair to legal migrants. So first of all, what you said about the app was fake news, literally misinformation. I'm not sugarcoating our line either. That app was used for asylum
was a
seekers
Senate
to have updates on their court hearings. There's also been Senate hearings about like UFOs and aliens. Like not everything that's said in Senate hearings is accurate,
Which they revealed the
or
truth
necessary.
about the app.
Aren't necessarily like backed by fact.
As far as the app?
Yeah, CBB1 was an app that they gave to asylum seekers so they could have updates on their court hearing.
There was also when I watched the hearing, and I forgot what the representative name was, but he said a lot about the app, and he said that it allowed immigrants to make appointments to actually come to the border and to seek asylum that way.
Oh,
That's what it
that's
was on the
exactly
hearing.
what I just
and he
said.
had-
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
that's a
I
good
didn't.
thing.
My bad. Oh, I don't agree that it's a good thing if you don't have the proper documentation, and
They
if people
do.
are waiting.
They understand that to become an asylum seeker, you have to go through a court hearing, right? You're documented inside of the court. Okay, you have to provide adequate and proper reason insofar as why you're seeking asylum. Asylum is a documented legal process of migration into America.
Okay, maybe I read that wrong. Not read that wrong, but heard it wrong.
No, you
in
just
the
didn't really
hearing.
know what asylum was, but that's fine. I mean, I didn't know what asylum was either a long time ago. You know, it's okay. We learn more as we learn more. Real quick, I'd really like to thank Zenova. Thank you so much for the $20 YouTube super chat, saying whatever think about starting a channel membership thing. Yeah, sure. It's like grow my channel more. I will absolutely be doing that. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. Huge W's for Zenova in that chat. Thank you so very much. And then the second thing you said was that, somebody like legal migrants are getting slapped in the face because of how long it takes the legal process of migration, correct?
Mhm.
Okay.
Wait, no, what did you say?
No.
Can you repeat that?
So that legal migrants are getting slapped in the face because of how long the legal process of migration takes, correct?
Legal migrants. Yes, I believe that.
So that means that we should shorten the time that it takes for legal migration, right? We should make it quicker.
I don't necessarily believe that. I just don't.
So
think
then
that
why
it's-
would you care about them getting slapped in the face if you want them to continue to get slapped in the face?
Because
Motherfucker.
they're doing it the legal
Motherfucker.
way, and other people are not doing it the legal
Well,
way.
yeah, they're getting
Right.
slapped in the face, but the slap in the face is coming from our government that has absolutely neglected the
It's
legal
also
processes of
coming from the
migration. One moment, no, that have neglected the legal processes of migration into our country for all of modern American history, while Trump has actively fought against any right policy, such as the bipartisan border bill in Congress under Biden and Harris, that would have made the legal processes of migration significantly more efficient and quick. Yeah, our government is slapping them in the face, okay? And then these individuals that are getting slapped in the face because of how long our legal processes of migration take, sometime will then say, well, fuck you for slapping me in the face. I have a family that I need to provide for. So now I'm essentially being forced to enter into the country with the use of undocumented means. Then all of a sudden they enter and they become undocumented migrants and they become productive providers into the American economy, paying $100 billion in taxes every year. They have their crime rates are 2 times as low as natural U.S. born citizens, and migrants as a whole are estimated to add $1.7 trillion to the GDP over the course of the next 10 years. Right? I think that those individuals should be offered a pathway to residency or citizenship. I do not believe that mass deportation is warranted, and the slap in the face is coming from our government that really needs to revise our legal processes of migration. Don't get me wrong, this isn't just a Republican issue, but I will say that it was Democrats trying to do something about it over the last 4 years, and it was one Republican specifically, that being Donald J. Trump, who prevented it.
It's a slap in the face to the people that are also, like I said, I understand what you're saying, how they're waiting on the list and then they come, like the list is taking too long, so then they come illegally. I understand that, but what about the people that don't have the means to come over? Like a lot of people are coming across the southern border, and specifically not all immigrants aren't just Hispanics, obviously. There's people that come from South America and different places, but what about the people that are from different continents that don't have the opportunity, that are waiting on the list? They're also being slapped in the face from the people that come illegally through the southern border.
No, I don't. I think that you're blaming your problem on undocumented migrants, as Republicans do frequently.
What am I blaming though? I'm not
Your
saying
fucking
that-
problem. The problem that you are culpable in creating. You voted for
What's
Donald
the
J.
problem
Trump.
I'm
Donald J.
creating?
Trump has created a problem of an active fight against restoring efficiency to the legal processes of migration across our southern border. Okay? That is the problem that's slapping legal migrants in the face.
What's the problem that I have that you're saying that I have?
That it takes 7 to 8 years to come into our country through legal means. Biden and Harris and some like Trump-endorsed Republicans and Democrats in Congress tried to resolve it. Then Donald Trump actively torpedoed that bill because he didn't want the Democrats to win.
Okay. I mean,
That's
I
the
didn't
fucking
say
problem.
7 to 8 years. I didn't say a specific term,
So
but
I
I
have a
do
question.
understand
What is your
you're
fucking
saying.
wait. Well, I just want to make sure. Can you name one Trump policy you like?
Like I said, it's one of them was about men into women's sports, but we can't talk
That
about
literally
that.
10 people in the NCAA. 10 T women in the NCAA. That's your biggest voter issue.
It's not just that. It's also sometimes in public schools as well. I've heard a few cases about
Okay,
that.
do you think that like you just are? Would you call yourself like a women's rights activist, and you think that infringes
No.
on women's rights?
I wouldn't. I mean, feminism nowadays isn't actually. Like,
No, do you
real
believe that you're a
feminism.
true feminist that's actually advocating for
No,
women's
I
rights?
don't. No.
Wait, you're not. You
I
don't
call
advocate
myself-
for women's rights in any sense?
I'm not. But you're saying, do I call myself like
No,
a
do you
women's
like
right activist? I'm not somebody that.
Okay, do you care about women's rights?
Yes, I do, but
Okay, so if you care about
we
women's rights so
can't
much to say
define
that
what
you
a
don't think that
woman
T
is
women
and
should
how
be
am I
able to play in
supposed
women's
to
sports,
say-
one moment. If you don't think that
Huh?
if you care about women's rights to sufficient point to say that T women shouldn't be in women's sports, even though there's no reason to say so, then obviously you'd care about a rapist who engaged in unconsensual intercourse with a woman, and you want to keep them out of like the country, right? Would you say that if you're held civilly liable for raping a woman and you show up to a legal port of entry at our southern border, that the border patrol should turn you around and say that you're not allowed to come in?
you're saying that if somebody has a crime of rape against them,
Yeah,
and
they're held
entering
civilly liable for
the-
rape. They want to come into our country through legal processes. Should our border patrol turn them away?
if they're a rapist that wants to come into America. That's what you're asking me.
I'm asking you if someone, dude, holy fuck, someone was held civilly liable for raping a woman, right? and they show up
You
to
could just say yes, because that's basically what
a
you're
port
saying.
of
That's
entry
what
at the
you're
southern
asking.
border, right? Do you think that a border patrol should turn them away?
You didn't answer my question, but if they're a rapist,
If they're a rapist, and she got removed from the community guidelines. I told her, you literally cannot talk about tea-related issues on the live. Don't know why. There it comes. She's gone. She got banned. And she got banned for the reason that I listed. We're going to move on to the next guest. Oh my God. You guys are crazy.
Hello.
What's up, man? You vote for Trump?
No, man, I'm German. I'm fully convinced that.
Okay, we're gonna move on to the next guest. But dude, first of all, Johnny, thank you so much for the $20 super chat over on YouTube. Guys, please show some love to Johnny in that chat. At least 200 W Johnnies. But also, yo, Sacred Souls and Dana, both Sacred Souls and Dana, thank you both for $100 donation on Venmo and PayPal. What the fuck? Sacred Souls and Dana with $100 from each individual. Wow. Sacred Soul says, you are my favorite human, so I can name my next sanctuary animal after you, right? Disclaimer, I don't choose what they are, so it could be a dog, a donkey, a goat, a squirrel, a hamster, a pig, a horse, a monster, etc. Yes, dude, oh my god. Dude, thank you so much for the $100 donation. Everybody show some love to Sacred Souls, but also for the incredibly kind and endearing message. No, please. That is so kind of you. That is so sweet. You are such an incredible person. Not only for the donation, but also for, having a sanctuary for animals. That is awesome. And then as well as Dana, that is D-A-N-A. Let's get dude, 1,000 W Danas in the chats. Dana says, amazing debates. It makes me happy to see incredibly informed young people. Well, Dana, thank you so much for the love. That is so incredibly kind and awesome and thoughtful of you. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. I'm lost for words, guys. Thank you so much for the kindness and the love. Everybody, please show some love to the guests, y'all. As well as Morgan with the $30 donation over on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love, Morgan. And Reagan with the $25 donation on Venmo. W Morgans and W Reagans in the chat. And then Alexis with a 5, Ginger with a 2, and Somer, that is Soemar, with a 10. You guys are incredible. Thank you so much. Oh my gosh, dude, what is going on? W Somer, W Reagan, W Sacred Souls, W Morgan, and W Dana. You guys are awesome. Holy crap. Wow. Okay, what's going on, man? Apologize for keeping you waiting. That is just crazy to me. Did you vote for Trump?
Yo, wait, can you hear me? I was just on mute for a sec.
Yeah, did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Okay, do you have AirPods or anything plugged in?
Yeah, I have my AirPods in. Do you want me to switch or?
Yeah, can you take your AirPods out and switch to your phone mic?
Yeah, sorry.
Perfect. So once you do that, go ahead and tell me why you voted for Trump.
For example, Tristan Tate pulled up a video of his favorite whiskey, Johnny Walker. What do I do at 83?
Okay, moving on to the next guest. Guys, if you voted for Trump, hop in that queue, spam MAGA in the chat. We're just having a really hard time to find Trump supporters. Somebody said Chris is incoming. Yeah, send Chris over. Yo, while we're getting our next guest up in here, Mackenzie! Thank you for the $30 donation over on Venmo for the grift. Let's get 300 W Mackenzies in those live chats. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. Please show some love to Mackenzie down below. That is so incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. While we're getting the next guest up in here, what is up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did vote for Trump.
Age, please.
I'm 38 from Chicago.
Is your profile picture serious?
Yes.
Is that an American patriot?
He is.
You're trolling. I don't believe you.
I did. He is a patriot. I mean, I voted for Trump. I live in Chicago. The biggest reason why I voted for Trump is because of the illegal immigration here. There's busloads of immigrants coming to Chicago. The black community's been neglected time after time after time. That taxpayer money should have been going to the black community, but instead it goes to illegals.
Name one policy that Donald Trump influenced to get passed that has helped black Americans, either during his first term, already in his second term, or something he's proposed for the next 3 years.
His tax cuts that will help the wealthy.
Really?
The tax cuts help the wealthy, which then gives us jobs here.
No. His tax cuts do help the wealthy, yes. They do not give more Americans jobs. We had a Brookings study indicate that it led to no new macro-level business investment in our country, meaning that it didn't create any jobs. And this is corroborated by a study by 2 Harvard economists, one right-leaning, one left-leaning, that indicated the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act only added a 0.04% growth to our GDP per year, resulting in like literally $20 billion, okay? Then also, everybody from Chris's stream coming in here, welcoming you guys. Spam, show some love to Chris down below. But like also, Chris, if you want to join up in Coast, just let me know. So yeah. How do you feel about that? You know that Donald Trump actively hurt the black community when he reduced funding to HBCUs, or like when he called all black people lazy and never held himself accountable, never apologized, when he denied housing applications to black individuals in the 70s, never held himself accountable and never apologized, called for the birther myth of Barack Obama, instantiating that he was literally born in Kenya so people shouldn't vote for him because he is constitutionally ineligible.
I mean, like, I don't
Yeah,
agree
what
with
about that?
everything. I don't agree with everything Donald Trump has, but the mayor of Chicago, Brandon Johnson, is the biggest racist piece of shit that this country has ever seen.
I don't know who he is, so I don't know anything about
He's
him.
a
Let's
black.
pivot away from what I'm
He's a
saying.
black progressive liberal Democrat.
Okay, then wow, what? Okay, who is he
I'm
racist
like,
to?
it's always the same 13% of the population committing the crime. Chicago's a shithole at this point.
Oh, so we actually have a racist in the live right now. So did you know the fact that you just shared is incorrect?
Look it up. It's on Google.
No, what's on Google is that
It's even on Fox News.
No, you said that 13% of our population, black Americans, commit 55% of the crimes. That is wrong. The truth is that 13% of our population, black Americans, are arrested for 55% of crimes. Now, tell me how that same 13% of our population, black Americans, account for 45% of all exonerations in our criminal justice system, meaning that they are disproportionately arrested for crimes that they did not commit compared to any other demographic in America.
I mean, like, you're getting this from the FBI, which is corrupt here, which is why I'm glad Kash Patel became the FBI director, because he's going to get rid of the corruption.
Wait, if I can't trust exoneration rates, how come you could trust arrest rates? Gagged. Yeah.
Because
over, bud.
because what you see on Fox News and OAN is the truth.
Are you sentient?
Huh?
Are you sentient?
I mean, like, I think what's going to happen is Chicago is definitely going to go red in 2026.
Wait. Are you... Wait. First of all, yo, Zan, thank you for the 20 Canadian dollars on YouTube Super Chat. Seems like they, like MAGA callers have fewer IQ points than they got to. That's crazy. Thank you for the $20. Yo, can you thank Z for their $20 donation real quick?
Thanks, Z, for giving up to grift here to the liberal,
Good
to
boy.
the white liberal savior.
Okay, not thank you for thanking them specifically. Good boy for thanking them. But the grift for the white level, what does it mean? Define grifting?
You're collecting money from people that could be using that money to go to food, to help the homeless, to help veterans, but then they're giving all their money to you.
Okay, well, first of all, like, would you classify essentially any job other than working at a food kitchen as a grift because you're collecting money from individuals that could have rather spent it to help homeless individuals?
I mean, like, you're the one sitting here grifting all this money.
Or was like Donald Trump grifting when he had his supporters buy into his meme coin that he pumped and dumped, or maybe even like the golden tennis shoes, the guitar, the Bible, or the watches, or the NFTs? What about that? I think that you're just fucking jealous. Yo, Authentically ADHD, thank you for the $5 over on PayPal. Or sorry, YouTube Super Chat. Wait, that can't possibly be fake news. Like that's
That's definitely fake news.
It can't. No, listen to what I'm saying. It can't be fake news. What do you mean fake news? It was his NFT collection. It was his watches. Yo, Jacob, thank you for the $10 YouTube Super Chat saying, dang it, I politely asked you to stop grifting me. Thank you for the $10 on the grift. Thank you so much. W's for Jacob with a grift. And Kylie with a $45 donation over on Venmo saying, hey, guest, I have plenty of money to give to Dean and to local charities. Moi. Oh, Kylie ate you up, bro. Kylie ate you up. Wait, what did you just say?
Fuck Donald Trump.
Oh, okay. Well, Like, I don't know, weird troll. Like, if you're gonna troll, like, don't like troll and like perpetuate like racist myths. But yeah, anyways, Kylie, I do really appreciate you for the $45 donation over on Venmo. Let's get at least 450 big W's for Kylie down below in that chat. Thank you so much. That's crazy. Thank you, Kylie. What's going on, Traverse? Did you vote for Trump? Traverse! Not here, quite frankly, not here. Why are we having such a difficult time getting debates with Trump supporters? Like, literally, what is going on? Why is this so difficult? Are you Trump supporters scared of little old
Hello?
Dean? Hi, did you vote for Trump, Harlan?
I did, but that last guy made me regret my vote at this point. I'm sorry.
So a liberal trolling as a Republican will make you regret your vote.
Was he a liberal? He was trolling?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's pretending to be one of y'all. So tell me, why did you vote for Trump?
Honestly, from
Well, also,
the
it wasn't
la-
unclear at the end. He literally said, I'm joking, fuck Trump. Also, yeah, guys, I don't see Chris in the queue, but Chris, if you're watching and you want to join, I'll let you out, man. But go for it.
I didn't vote for him at the end. I'm sorry.
So why'd you vote for Trump?
So I voted for him because he had other agendas coming. Like he was supposed to expose the records for JFK. And the why is it so funny?
No, just continue.
Okay. I mean, do you not want to know the information about that?
Don't assume that. I haven't said anything yet. Just continue speaking, please.
Okay. And I definitely would like to know more information in regards of where all the money is going when a lot of politicians do get caught up, but there's other money going other places, and I'm liking the fact that that's what's going to happen right now, that it's being exposed.
Okay, first of all, no, there's nothing new being exposed that if you wanted to invest the time into researching it yourself, you could have found at any point. You understand that all of the receipts that Doge is posting are already publicly available to everybody in the world. Like, seriously, if you go on Doge and you click on their receipts tab and you're like, oh, this shows the government expenditure, it's literally just a screenshot of another public government website. So, like, just saying, this could have been done by yourself if you wanted to invest the time into doing that. Or it could have been done by, like, a nonprofit organization or a public company not associated with the government, because it's all public information. Okay. Additionally here, about your first claim of, like, RFK files, etc., yeah, I agree. I think it's fucking cool that those are being released. I'm not going to lie. Okay. I would love to look through them. I'd love to read them. I like new information about things that have happened. I love learning. I think it's cool. I do. I won't lie. I do think it's cool. But, like, do I care at all? Not much, because I think that government and who's running it and how it impacts our lives is a lot more than what I think is cool. Like, I maybe there's better ways to describe my feelings here, but I'd much prefer tax cuts for 100 million American workers in the low and the middle class than JFK's files being released, because I think they're cool
I
for the
mean,
afternoon.
I get that, but like to just disregard the fact that that's been hiding for over 60 years and no president has ever really actually gone to the extent to actually exposing it. I just didn't understand why you're saying, you're just kind of like disregarding it, I guess, in a way.
Because I think it's probably like the least important thing like on the ballot in the 2024 election cycle. And I mean, like, hopefully you could agree, we value tax cuts for 100 million American workers, for members of the low and the middle class, more than the JFK files. I value, right, every single woman and girl's access to federally protected abortion more than the JFK values. I value, right, towing the line behind Ukraine more than the JFK files. I value, right, ensuring housing affordability policy, healthcare policy, progressivism in America more than the JFK files. I value keeping an adjudicated rapist that committed 34 felonies and tried to coup our country and rig the outcome of the 2020 election out of our government again more than the JFK files. You know what I mean?
Ooh, yeah. I mean, when you put it in that direction, yeah, I absolutely understand your point of view.
Also, do you think it's interesting that he does not want to release the Epstein files?
I thought that was on the list of things to do.
No, he told an interviewer that he'd probably have to consider releasing those. An interviewer
How
asked
long
him.
ago was the interview? Because
Couple
I
months.
read that. Okay, but it was about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks ago, that everything was supposed to be released, not just the JFK, the RFK, and the MLK, the Epstein files, and the UFO, and some other thing, I believe. But yeah, that was just released like a week and a half or two ago. So
Yeah, so I literally just looked up Trump to release Epstein files. I see nothing. I see nothing from the last week and a half.
so it was never posted in any news media about that. Is that correct?
Yeah, I don't see anything. Like, not in the last week and a half. Yeah, it looks like he he only authorized the release of the full release of federal archives on the assassination of John F. Kennedy, Robert F. Kennedy, and Luther King Jr.
And MLK.
Yeah, he only authorized the full release of those 3 files. Get fucked.
Why do you have to be so rude?
I'm sorry. You're right. I probably could have done without the get fucked there. I apologize.
Like I'm probably probably the nicest MAGA supporter. Okay, I'm sorry.
No, okay. I could have done without. I could have done without that. You're right. I agree. I could have done without that.
How old are you?
I'm 20. I'm 20 years old. Yeah.
Okay. That would make sense.
Okay. Come on. Okay. You know what? I threw a shot. You could throw one back. We're fair and even. But moving on with the discussion there.
Okay. Yeah, I'm trying to have like an adult debate, because I know you get a lot of debates that are very childish or non-existent because they're trolls. So, so I guess I do have a question, if that's okay to ask you.
Yeah.
Why did you vote for Kamala?
Great question. Before I answer your question, I just want to make sure that I quickly do thank Coco, that is Koko, for the $20 super chat over YouTube. W's for Coco, saying, "Grift me, baby, I love it here." Chill, Coco. I appreciate you for the love, but goddamn. Mallory, thank you for the $5 donation on YouTube super chat, saying, "Sorry, I'm trolling." Okay, anyways, going back to the conversation we're having. So, would you prefer my answer insofar as why I voted for Kamala Harris in 30 seconds, 15 seconds, a minute, 2 minutes? Like, how long of an answer do you want?
15 seconds is fine.
Foreign policy, domestic policy, and character. I think she mogged and swept Trump on all 3 of those, categories. Not to mention that she even just covered some category of domestic policy that Donald Trump didn't at all, such as housing affordability and healthcare, and long-term border solutions.
What were the long-term border solutions? Because I didn't hear anything about that.
The bipartisan border bill proposed under the Biden-Harris administration by a Trump-endorsed Republican by the name of Lankford, just expedite the legal processes of migration into our country, which would have naturally disincentivize undocumented entry.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how come in every debate that she had, she repeated herself in circles constantly and didn't really give much answer?
Wait. I literally the statement that I'm pulling. One moment. The statement that I just made about her supporting that bipartisan border bill, I only know that because that is an answer that she gave in her debate with Trump insofar as what it was her solution for the border. So, it's funny that you choose to pivot to that topic. Very ironic after a conversation about what her solution for the border was, when the only reason I know what her solution for the border was from a debate where she was very clear,
Okay. I'll review it again because I have the computer in front of me, but is that those are the only reasons? Is that correct? What about abortion?
Yeah, that would fall under the category of domestic policy. Pro-choice, I think that the protections offered under Roe v. Wade should be reinstituted at the federal level. And in fact, I'd take it even one step further. I literally think that it is a human rights violation to deny any woman or girl access to abortion in elective sense prior to 20 weeks and access to abortion at any point in the circumstance of SA, rape, or incest. A human rights violation. Yeah.
I think Kamala would have had my vote if none of the abortion would be on the ballot in general. Like, I do not think that politics should be having abortion as like a carrot on a stick to try and sway people's votes. I think that women should just have their choice to do what they want.
Well, you're contradicting yourself because
How am I contradicting? No, it shouldn't.
All women to have the choice to do what they want.
Right.
It had
That
to
that
have been.
shouldn't
Now
be.
listen.
It shouldn't be in politics.
Please listen.
Okay.
Listen. In order for all women and girls to have that choice to do what they want, it was necessary that we elected a president that wanted to give them that choice by passing federal protections. Like, and then when we have a presidential candidate that wants to pass those federal protections, all of a sudden you're just like, well, I don't like them for that because they're just hanging it like a carrot off a stick. It is a negative feedback loop where in order to get the thing you want, you got to get the thing you don't want. But if you see the thing you don't want, you don't want to get it. Therefore, you'll never have the thing you want.
Can you repeat that?
You want federal protections for every woman to have the right to choose, correct?
I'm joking with you. I didn't want you to repeat that. I was just wanting to see if you wanted. That's all. No, but I understand where you're coming from. But the one thing I was just trying to get, from my point of view, if you could understand, as a woman, I don't think that anybody in the politics should make it their goal to just be like, what?
Yeah, do you think that slavery should be outside of politics?
You're talking to a black woman.
So the answer there would be yes, right? Right? Like slavery shouldn't be politicized. We shouldn't have like...
It shouldn't be in the Constitution, but it is. Read it. Read it.
Protections against slavery? Or are you talking about the second half of the 14th Amendment where they say slavery is okay for prison inmates?
The prison inmates.
I agree that shouldn't be in the Constitution. We had to clarify there. We had to fucking we really had to clarify there. We really had to clarify there. I agree with you. Yes. No, that should not be in the Constitution. I definitely agree with you. I don't think that we should constitutionally be allowed to enslave prison inmates. By the way, that is just like literally exploiting, like this idea that if somebody is a bad person, then you could violate their human rights. By the way, that's all that is exploiting, when that is like the same promoted message that has been used throughout all of human history to justify doing bad things such as human rights violations. You just say they're bad people, and they get away with it in the context of prison inmates, and that's why that's in our Constitution. Just fun fact, I actually very heavily disagree with that, even for like,
someone in the
felons.
comments said I was not black. That's funny. I'm black.
Okay, but anyways, to go back to what I was saying, so you agree that like slavery shouldn't be politicized in the sense that it shouldn't be like on the ballot. States shouldn't have the ability to legalize it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so if you don't want something to be politicized like that, what we need to fight against that is federal protections to stop any politician from running on legalizing it, right?
I agree.
And that's what we did with that constitutional amendment. Well, that's also what Kamala Harris wanted to do, not with the constitutional amendment because they wanted to be able to get a supermajority, but that's what they wanted to do with a new piece of federal, federal legislation. They wanted
Like a
to
stepping
take it,
stone?
They wanted to take it outside of politics. They wanted to take it outside of the hand or the mouth of, the white men operating southern red states, and they wanted to put it inside, right, of a protected set of attributes via federal legislation. I don't understand how that's hard to understand. Also, you said that you're like a black woman, right?
I am.
Yeah, that's very interesting. What was the...
What's interesting about it?
I think out of like all American black women, chat, you could correct me if I'm wrong. I remember seeing the demographics, like 3% of black women voted for Trump. Wait, is it not? I think it's either 3 or 9.
Okay.
And the reason why I think it's interesting is because there's like a lot of like sentiment, rhetoric, attributes of character and policy in which Donald Trump pushes for that promotes the most harm towards black women out of any other demographic in America. And, it's just like interesting because like, that harm impacts you the most. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, when we're talking about like access to abortion, for instance. So 55% of women that indicate a reason why they got an abortion is because of financially related issues. Meanwhile, the average black American compared to the average white American has a lower socioeconomic standing caused by systemic racism, slavery, and its aftermath, and a lack of opportunity in the workplace in America here home today, right? Meaning that disproportionately affects black women compared to white women. So when, he overturned Roe v. Wade and sent it back to the state level, like that disproportionately disenfranchised black women more than white women, alongside like other facts.
What about the women who get abortions just to get abortions? Do you know the percentage for that?
Well, I'm pretty sure everybody gets an abortion to get an abortion. Like,
No,
what do you
no.
mean?
I'm talking about like, oh, I got pregnant today. I'm gonna get an abortion. And then you go out and get pregnant again and be like, oh, I'm gonna get another abortion. What about those people?
Are you asking me for my thoughts? Because I could give them to
Oh
you.
no, I mean you're really good with these percentages and statistics here. Like, do you know the percentage for that?
I don't know if I could name one woman that has ever just like
I can.
continually engaged.
I know they live amongst you. I'm sure people in California do. I'm pretty sure people in all kinds of other states do the same thing. It's not gray. I mean, it's not black and white. Like there's gray areas.
Okay, so I'm
And
gonna go and run this argument. Do you think that's wrong, morally wrong to do that?
to get an abortion just because,
Yeah.
with no medical problems whatsoever, yeah, I think it's morally wrong.
So you think all elective abortions are wrong, or just like individuals that continuously engage in unsafe sex and continue to get repeated abortions?
Just the ones that keep getting repeated abortions.
Yeah. So like, but the only distinction between like a woman that's getting an elective abortion because the condom broke, and you know they're already been happily married with 2 kids for 25 years, right? Like the life of the fetus that's being conceived and grown within her uterus is identical to the life of the conceived fetus, right? In the uterus of a 18-year-old college woman that goes out parties every week and engages in unsafe intercourse, okay? The only difference between these two scenarios are going to be the mental states and attitudes, right, that led to the conception of said fetus. And if you're evaluating the morality of the action predicated on the mental states and attitudes of the woman engaging in intercourse and not the intrinsic value that you see in the life of the fetus, well, all that you're telling me is you're not pro-life, you're not like pro-children, you're not pro-babies, you're pro-control of women that uphold different standards for sex, intimacy, and relationships than you do. Braden, thank you so much for the galaxy. And one last little add-on here is I don't want to obfuscate away from the point that there's very obviously, right, an issue that does exist if there is a woman getting like 20 fucking abortions. But I don't think that issue falls down to the abortion in of itself. I think the issue like fundamentally lies in the lack of sex education and free access to forms of contraceptives and like better better structures and support for new families, not necessarily the action in of itself. A good way to frame this is like for a cigarette smoker that has been chain smoking their whole life. Like obviously you could say that that's not a good smart thing to do, but I'm never going to say that they shouldn't have access to chemotherapy if they get repeated lung cancer. And I'd probably say the repeated chemotherapy for lung cancer is probably the saving grace. And then we need to turn around and see why they're continuing to engage in this bad action, right? I'd say that an abortion would function a very similar way for somebody that's continually engaging in unsafe sex over the course of their lifetime. It's sure as hell doing a lot of harm to them, right? And I think that abortion is the saving grace that prevents this individual from being a parent when they shouldn't, right? And saves an unwanted child from being placed into an unready household that will probably provide them a very low quality of life.
I mean, I agree with you. A lot of what you said, I do agree with you. I think what it is because I've seen a lot out everywhere. And I know there are people even in the comments are saying like, oh, no one is doing that. And it's just like, well, I know people firsthand that people
then fix it.
just do that.
Fix it through advocation for more sex ed and like better education. Don't fix it by banning abortion. That's not going to prevent individuals from engaging in unsafe sex. That's just going to cause more unwanted families
Did I ever
to
say
exist.
ban? Did I ever say ban abortion?
Wait, so if you're not advocating for a ban or restriction on abortion, then what are we spending our time debating?
All I said is that I don't agree that the politics have, that in their, like when they run. I don't agree that they need to have that on their policy where they have to.
Why? Because we were both pro-choice. Like, do you agree that it's a human rights violation to infringe upon anybody's bodily autonomy without good reason?
Yes, but
okay. Do you agree that there's no good reason that exists to legally infringe and stop a woman from enacting upon her bodily autonomy for an elective abortion prior to 20 weeks?
Okay, I get your point.
So you agree that, yeah, it's a human rights violation. So in other words, Kamala Harris is
Now,
running
how
on
come
this
they
policy.
don't do that for men?
In other words,
How
Kamala Harris
come
is,
they don't do it
wait,
for
one
men?
second. You could ask that question next. In other words, Kamala Harris was running on this policy that would have prevented the human rights violations of close to 50 million American women, and you don't agree with that. That makes you look terrible. You're like literally like fucking like like the Grinch for that shit. You're like, oh, I really heavily disagree with Kamala Harris running on this policy that would prevent 50 million human rights violations. Like what?
The irony on that, I do have a Grinch tattoo. No, but I have a question though. Why? How come men don't stand up for them getting circumcised? How come that's not in the politics? How come they don't do that? Out of curiosity.
What?
You understand, like, babies don't have a choice, right? But they get snipped. Why?
Oh, yeah. Well, I think that's an entirely different issue. I'm agnostic on the issue, but I mean, some people are very serious about it. You've never seen the protester with red stained pants that say, I didn't want this.
Where are they doing that?
Yeah, just look it up. Zoe, thank you for the $10 super chat over on YouTube. I appreciate that.
Okay, so what could you tell me to regret my vote right now?
Donald Trump is a rapist that specifically called for ethnic cleansing in the Middle East. If that doesn't do it for you, I don't know what will. Especially because you're pro-choice and you recognize infringing upon a woman's elective access to abortion is a human rights violations. You intentionally consider the fact that he advocated for overturning Roe v. Wade, which actively ends in the infringement of 50 million human rights violations in America today. And Kamala Harris ran on policy to stop those human rights violations, and you think it's a bad thing? I don't even know if I could tell you something that'll make you regret your vote.
How many presidents have you lived through?
I was born in 2004, so
Okay.
let's see. Had a little bit of Bush, Obama, Trump, Biden.
And then Trump.
Yeah, again.
Okay, so we went from Republican, Democrat, Republican, Democrat, Republican.
Yeah, you're not really responding to anything that I'm saying here, though. Kay,
What are
thank
you
you so much
talking
for the
about?
$10 over YouTube Super Chat. Shout out to
I
Kay.
responded to you. Everything I've either agreed with you or disagreed with you. What have I not responded to you about?
You asked me what I could like tell you that would make you regret your vote. Then I'm like ethnic cleansing, 50 million human rights violations, and grape. And then you're just like, how old are you?
Grape? I never said how. I asked how many presidents that you lived through. That's all I asked.
No, well,
But
just as like irrelevant as a response as the question, how old are you?
I'm sorry that I completely squirreled. I have ADHD. So, I do want to say that I appreciate your lives. I do watch you, and I wanted to get your opinion on about a lot of stuff. Like I said,
And she got a call.
sorry, someone was calling me. The reason why I voted were for other reasons, and
JFK files. JFK files over ending 50 million human rights violations.
Okay, I did say other stuff. I love how that was the first thing that just pops out to you.
JFK files and Doge reporting what has already been public information over human rights violations. I can't do it no more. I appreciate
Okay.
you for coming up. Thank you so much for your time. Moving on to the next guest, you guys. Spam MAGA down below in that chat if you want to join up a debate, y'all. Holy crap. What's up, Mike? You vote for Trump?
Yeah, I voted for Donnie.
You voted for Donnie?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I love what he's doing with our healthcare reform and getting America healthy again.
Oh, yeah, he's imposing those concepts, right? Super,
Well,
super great. Quite frankly, the best concepts you will ever see of any concept ever.
He's going to do an overhaul on our water system, and we really need it.
You need to get the fluoride out of that water, right?
No, we need to get the atrazine out of the water.
Okay, I don't even know what that is.
Okay, well, you should look into atrazine. It's a real thing. It's affecting everyone, especially young men. You need to look into atrazine.
Okay, their name is Mike Hunt, so we're gonna move on. I think they're a troll. Hey, if you're watching the stream right now and you want to support me, or like more specifically, support the stream, you could find my Venmo, my PayPal, and the link tree in my bio here on TikTok. All of those proceeds go straight to making I'm going to be honest, quite frank, paying my bills. So I have the availability to literally focus on this all day compared to, having to go out and get another job to pay the bills. And I really appreciate everyone so much for your support. If you're watching on TikTok, you can do that through the link in the bio. Of course, if you're one of the 1.8 thousand people watching over on YouTube, right now. You could also do that either through the Venmo and the PayPal, which I have in the description or in the pinned message, as well as YouTube Super Chats. If you do donate, you'll be able to, get a shout out, get appreciated, as well as I'll make sure that I read out any and all attached messages. What is going on, CS? Did you vote for Trump?
Of course.
You just call me a panhandler in the chat. What the fuck was that?
TikTok panhandler.
No.
You're
You're just
literally
jealous.
asking for money.
I'm
You're literally asking for money.
So I'm informing individuals on the available routes to support me and to support the stream. I just want to
That's
put
what
it out.
panhandlers do.
Oh, okay. So I just want to clarify here, though. If you go and you work for like an entertainment or an education job where you require a prerequisite for individuals to pay you before you provide them the entertainment or education, that's completely fine, moral and valid, and not stigmatized or bad. But if I offer both of those two things for free, and I'm like, hey, if you want to support the stream out of your kindness of the heart, not as a necessity, all of a sudden it's stigmatized bad and panhandling. Got it, RC. Get absolutely fucking dunked on. Moving on to the next guest. We got MKD loading up into the live. I recognize it was RC like halfway through the statement. So RC got dunked on.
Hello?
Yo, one moment. Okay, awesome. MKD, why did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did.
Why is that?
I'm a single issue voter. I voted because of immigration.
What time is it real quick?
It's 5:27.
What state are you in?
Arkansas.
Is Arkansas EST? I mean, it probably is. What's the capital of Arkansas?
What do you mean is Arkansas U.S. state? Of course it's a U.S. state.
I said EST. What's the capital of Arkansas? Oh, no, Arkansas is CST.
What do you mean?
So it's right now it's going to be 4:28 in the state of Arkansas.
It's Little Rock. It's the capital.
So okay, listen, man. If you were from Arkansas, you would have known what time it is in Arkansas. Why? Okay, I'm just curious because you're not from America, but you're telling me that you really care about individuals that aren't from America going into America.
Yeah, because I think it's that we're part of kind of European civilization.
So if you were to migrate to America right now, you think you'd be doing something bad?
Well, not necessarily.
Oh, so anybody but you?
No, it's not anybody but me. Because
Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Dude. Goodbye. Hello, Joey. Did you vote for Trump? Joey's not here. Moving on to the next guest. We got Light Turtle loading up into the box. Here we go. Kat, thank you so much for the $5 over on Venmo. That is CAT. Everybody show some love to Kat in the chat. As well as Rebecca with a $2 YouTube super chat saying panhandling is a First Amendment right. That's right. I'm constitutionally protected. The grift is constitutional. Hello. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Age, please.
24. Turned my birthday yesterday, actually.
So my question, quite frankly, why did you vote for Why did you vote for the worst presidential candidate of your lifetime?
In all reality, I don't think he's the worst presidential candidate. I can understand your thoughts on that. But I genuinely, and I've been in here for probably about 45 minutes, just kind of listening to how you talk to people and how people talk to you. And there's a general, uneducation is a big problem. You've already touched it, and people need to be educated specifically on sex ed and stuff. So I'd like to talk about tariffs for a moment with you. I'd love to use your definition, whatever your definition of and what you view of Trump's view on tariffs is, because I think it's often misconstrued, and even by Trump himself, it's misconstrued. So please, if you would.
God damn it. Okay.
Oh, it's okay. You know,
God damn it, man. I can't ask you to ignore your child. Listen, man, I'm sorry. The baby crying in the background, a little bit too much. But I can't be like, hey, man, would you mute the fetus? Would you go into a different room from the fetus? Like, can't. I'm sorry, man. I can't do that. Which fucking hell, dude. He was like well spoken, articulate. Yeah. Oh no, man. I'm so sorry. I really wish I could have had a convo with you. What's up, Julia? You vote for Trump? No, okay. We're gonna move on to the next guest. Okay, we got Bree loading up in. Hey, Linda, thank you for the $10 donation on YouTube Super Chat saying I appreciate your mind and respectful conversations. Linda, I appreciate you. Thank you. And then Kelly with a $5 YouTube Super Chat saying love you, Dean. Keep schooling these idiots. Well, I sure will. Thank you so much for the love, Kelly. And what is going on, Bree? Did you vote for Trump? Okay, Sacred Souls, thank you for the $10 donation over on Venmo. And Scout with a $10 donation on Venmo. And Andrew for the $5 donation on Venmo. Andrew says we went to the same high school. We didn't have any class together, but we did hang out a few times through mutual friends. Proud to see how far you've come. That's crazy. Hope you're doing well, man. What's up, Lavish? You vote for Trump? Nope. Okay. Okay, listen. Okay, we need to do the thing, guys. We need to do the thing. Everybody pay attention. Okay? Everybody pay attention. So right now, there is 9.1 thousand people in our TikTok stream. There is 1.8 thousand people in our YouTube stream. Yet there is not one Trump supporter out of 11,000 people that are ready and willing to come up here and debate. What this tells me is that even the Trump supporters know that their worldview is fundamentally flawed and indefensible because not one person out of 11,000 will come up here to take me on. You lack the spine, the goal, the gut, the goal, the backbone, quite frankly. Now, if you want to prove me wrong, okay, if you want to be the change and the trajectory of these scared Republicans watching this live, then spam MAGA in that chat. Then hop in that queue and come up here and prove me wrong. Hey, Rafiki, how are you?
Hey, I'm fine, thanks. You?
I'm doing all right. How old are you?
I'm 25.
Did you vote for Trump?
I'm not in America though.
Okay, like I said, the Trump supporters are scared. They're all so scared. Megan, thank you so much for the $20 super chat over on YouTube saying appreciate you. Thank you so much for the $20, Megan. Let's get at least 200 big W Megans in that chat. By the way, that's just rage bait to try to get Republicans to join because we're having such a tough time. Let's see if I was successful. What's up, GJ? You vote for Trump? Man, your mic is very bad.
Oh, my apologies. Can you hear me better now?
I can't hear you at all. I'm so sorry, man. I'm sorry, man. I gotta kick you. Yo, Sam with another 10-pound YouTube super chat. Thank you so much for the love, Sam. Should I attempt to disguise myself as a Trump supporter then? No, please don't do it, Sam. Please don't do it. But I appreciate you for the 10 pounds. What's up? You vote for Trump?
Fuck you, Dean. You look like shit. Fuck you, nigga. Yo, Dean.
And he slurs. Jesus fucking Christ. Dude, okay. We all know that using slurs is wrong. You've heard me say this a billion times. Here's my thing, okay? Here's my fucking thing. Can you name one demographic that makes you look intelligent to? Like, we need to stigmatize that shit. Let people know that they don't look smart at all. And they look like a fucking donut when they say that shit. What's up, Chris? We talked before, right?
No, this is my first time up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, you vote for Trump?
Heck yeah, I did, because the founders who wrote the Constitution would want Trump in the public office, sir.
The founders who wrote the Constitution fought a revolution to rid themselves of kings. And now Donald Trump is calling himself the king. The founders, the writers of the Constitution, are rolling in their grave.
Oh, you know so much about the founders. How many people wrote the Constitution?
I don't know.
55, sir. You just got dunked on by a Trump supporter, sir.
55. Right before I dunked on you, and you just kind of ignored it.
You got dunked on. You don't even know. Do you know how many Federalist Papers there were?
No, I don't.
85, sir. You don't even know about
Very
the
interesting.
Federalist Papers.
How many continents are there?
7, sir.
Okay, good job. Are we done asking individuals?
How many sides of a square are there?
4.5.
Nice.
How about we calm down and have a good conversation? I don't know how many pages of the Federalist Papers there were, or how many individuals
85.
drafted the Constitution, because like I discuss like politics and modern U.S. history, and I don't really see any relevance of those two facts. I mean, I do think it's good to always be like perpetually more informed. You can't expect one person to be informed on everything, especially things that are like relevant to the conversations that they have on a day-by-day basis. But I do appreciate you for the information nonetheless. However, I would now appreciate if you could respond to what I said. So you said that you voted for Trump because the writers and drafters of the Constitution would be in big support. So once again, they literally fought a war, a revolution to rid themselves of kings. Then Donald Trump calls himself the king. They'd be rolling in their graves. Not to mention, you know, that funny little piece of paper they wrote, the Constitution. In 2021, Donald Trump called for the termination of articles within that. So those are two big reasons why the drafters of the Constitution would not support Trump.
Listen, the activist federal judges who are blocking all of Trump's executive orders, they're just a bunch of crazy left-wing liberals who don't truly believe in the Constitution. Checkmate. Got you.
Are you drunk?
No.
I think you are.
I had a little bit of wine.
I can tell. Listen, I will happily talk to you about the federal judges that blocked some of Trump's EOs after you respond to what I said. Checkmate.
What did you say? What was the question? I didn't get a question in there.
Do you agree that the drafters of the Constitution would be rolling in their graves because they fought a revolution to rid themselves of kings, and now we have Trump calling himself the king? Not to mention that funny little piece of paper they drafted, the Constitution, is something that Donald Trump called for the termination of in 2021.
Well, since you don't know about the Federalist Papers, Federalist 55 talked about the new ideal, the new world ideal, and that was something they would have believed Trump to be. He's a new leader. He's bold. He's executive, and he's got power, sir.
Okay, so they actually didn't mind monarchy. They didn't mind like dictatorship. They didn't mind fascism. They just didn't think the people running it were doing it right. So then why did they try to prevent it as much as they could? Checkmate.
Sir.
Oh my God, checkmate!
Smartest president we've ever had, sir.
What?
Trump is the smartest president we've ever had.
Oh
you
my
know it.
God. He thought that windmills cause cancer. What the fuck are
They
you
do.
saying? They do? No, they don't. He thought he won the 2020 election.
Listen, wouldn't you say a president's
Oh my
words are a primary
God.
source of information, sir? That's a primary source.
You're trolling.
That's a prime.
Are you trolling, Chris?
I am, and Parker has nicer hair than you, and I hate Trump.
No way, because you've been on here before, right?
I have. Parker has nicer hair. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh my
I
God,
love
wait, before you leave, Chris, you are seriously the best troll that has ever been on this live, because I remember you. Like, before you said that presidents are a primary source of information, I have never, like, I had no doubt in my mind that you were like a real Trump supporter. You know what? One of like the best, most realistic and believable trolls I've ever had on the live. I like full-heartedly, right, believe that guy was just some crazy fucking Trump supporter. And he'd been up here before too. Wow, man. That guy should, like, you know, get into like acting or something. I'm not even lying, man. Okay, we're gonna move on to the next guest. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Still no Trump supporters. Crazy how that works, huh? Crazy how that works. Yo, Baylor, thank you so much for the $10 super chat over on YouTube, guys. If you want to support the stream, the link to my Venmo, and my PayPal are in the link tree in my bio. It goes straight to me. All of the proceeds, and I could give you a shout out, and they help support the stream and support me. So go ahead and spam MAGA down below in that chat if you do want to join. We're just still looking for debates, and unfortunately, right now we cannot find any. Like, absolutely insane, bro. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump? See what I mean? No debates, no debates, no debates. Nobody wants to debate me. You're all scared. You're all scared. Close to 12,000 people watching the live in totality. 10,000 people on TikTok. And not one debate? Are you kidding me? For the 12,000 people watching. I hope this fucking proves, right, that Trump supporters know their worldview is indefensible because it cannot stand the test of Dean fucking Wither. I just want to make that so fucking clear. Okay, we won. If there's 12,000 people watching and not one person that wants to debate, we fucking won, okay? Hi, Mark. What's up? You vote for Trump? We won, bro. We won. Who's going to prove me wrong, dude? We fucking won, okay? And, like, I know that I've been saying this is, like, rage bait. No, but I'm actually standing 10 toes behind this shit right now. Like, when it's 1v, like, 12,000 and not one person wants to step up, we fucking won, dude. What's up, Zach? You vote for Trump?
Fuck no, I didn't vote for that racist piece of shit.
Yeah, base, Zach. You're awesome. You're fucking base. We are just looking for people to debate, but absolutely base. W's for Zach. And then Sam, thank you for the 10 pounds on YouTube Super Chat. And Julia with the $15 on PayPal saying, have a great day, Dean. You as well, Julia. Let's get at least 1,000 Big W Sams and 1,000 Big W Julias in the chat. We got Hunter loading up into the box, guys. At the moment, we fucking won. 12,000 people, not one person in here to debate. Absolutely crazy work. Absolutely crazy work. Here we go, guys. Like somebody in the chat says that I'm kicking out certain people. I'm literally going to invite them to the live. Watch them not join. Their name is Gunner. If Gunner doesn't join, you know, let him fucking know. We got the next guest loading up in here as well. Let the next guest. All right. What's up, David? Did you vote for Trump? Oh, dude.
Hello? I did.
Oh, hi. What's up? Speak one more
Can you hear
time.
me? Hello?
I can hear you, David. You have a bit of an echo to your voice.
Oh, shit. I don't know what to do about that.
I could hear you clicking. Are you like the troll that comes up here and like plays sounds off of a soundboard?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You must be on something.
So why'd you vote for Trump?
Because he's the best presidential candidate.
And why is that?
In my 30 years of living.
Okay, well, your voice makes you sound a lot older than 30. I'm obviously just going to assume that you're trolling. The status quo still stands. I think that we won. What's going on, Casey? Did you vote for Trump?
Can you hear me?
I can.
Okay. Hi. I was in your live. This is the first time I've ever been in your live. I've never seen you before.
Hi,
I didn't vote for anyone, and I didn't vote last time.
We won. No Trump supporters won a debate. I'm going to keep saying this. 12,000 people. Wait, actually, we're over 12,000 people, by the way. We have 10.3 thousand people in the TikTok stream, close to 2K in the YouTube stream. By the way, if you want to watch this stream in 4K, go to the YouTube, link in Linktree, go to the YouTube, okay? But we fucking won, okay? Like, wow. Oh my God. I am standing in front of a large stadium of people and not one person.
Bro, oh my gosh, finally. I've been spamming let me join for like 30 minutes.
How old are you?
19.
19. You vote for Trump?
Nah, chill. All right, wait, I have some questions. Hold up. I got some questions. No, chill.
Did you vote for Trump?
All right, yeah, sure, whatever.
Yeah, sure, whatever.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Yeah, name one Trump policy that you agree with.
All right. I agree with some of his judicial appointments. I know that sounds weird with Elon Musk and all that, but like I actually have some like
Wait. Name one of his policies that you like.
Bro, do I
don't think you voted for Trump. Yo, Ezra, you vote for Trump? Ezra, you just spam that you voted for Trump in the chat. Are you gonna speak, or am I just gonna keep winning? I guess I'm just gonna keep winning. Living life. You vote for Trump?
Yeah.
Oh. Round of applause. There we go. We're finally cooking with oil. Okay, all right. So why'd you vote for Trump?
Man, I couldn't support fucking Kamala. She just got placed in there. I think the Democrats should have run another election, bro. Like, I was gonna fucking vote for Biden, but then seeing that they just switched him out, like, it just kind of really upset me. It felt like they just didn't give a fuck about... Like, it just seemed like Biden obviously thought he was going to stay in because he thought he could beat Trump. And then when he saw that shit was going south, he's just like, oh, I'm going to put Kamala in there, which is like the stupidest plan anyone's ever made ever.
Why?
Because Trump beats women. America is sexist, and they think for some fucking reason that a woman can't be president. I literally talked to my coworker about this. She's a very smart woman. And she's just like, I don't know if I could see a woman being in charge of our country. And I'm like, what do you mean? You don't think you could run the country? And she's just like, no.
Wait, so if you recognize that Kamala Harris was a better candidate than Donald Trump, yet it is the case that America is sexist and is more willing and likely to vote for a man over a woman, why wouldn't you vote for the woman?
I have some faith that Trump will expose the deep state, like to an extent. Like, he's releasing the JFK and MLK files. I mean, okay, do you not think that anything interesting will come from the MLK JFK files? And you were talking about the Epstein thing earlier. You know, you should look up if he was waiting for Nikki Haley and Kash Patel to get confirmed, which happened earlier today. Because once Nikki Haley got confirmed, she said she was going to look into opening the Epstein files after the rest of the confirmations. Because, you know, once Trump starts going after the Epstein files, for example, I think he's going to lose a lot of flack.
Can I give you my response real quick?
Sure. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I think reading the JFK, RFK, and MLK, and even Epstein files, if they're released, is interesting. All right, and I will personally enjoy doing so. But
Yeah.
do I value those files more than like instituting tax cuts for 100 million American workers in the low and the middle class? No. Do I value those files over, right, like not having the president that explicitly calls for the occupation and ownership of Gaza to personally ethnically cleanse 1.4 million humans? No. Do I value those files over reinstituting and codifying federal protections for every single woman and girl's right to choose? Absolutely fucking not.
But at what point do you start to value drastically looking at cutting waste spending and drastically exposing maybe, because again, I mean, I pray that the CIA did not secretly kill these people, you know, and I pray that there's not a fuck ton of senators on the Epstein list, right? But if that did come out, would you agree that that would be more valuable than like tax cuts that can just be changed by the next fucking president? Like,
Actually, no. I'd say like if the CIA was behind it, that would make it more valuable. But no, not more valuable than tax cuts for 100 million American workers in the low and middle class specifically right now, because we're at like literally like pre-French Revolution levels of income inequity. But also that's a baseless assumption that you're making. So I just want to make it clear that you orient your worldview insofar as why you voted for Donald Trump over Kamala Harris off of baseless, speculative, conspiratorial nonsense, right?
Sorry, one more time.
Yeah, you just told me that you only value those files more than like tax cuts or these
I didn't
other
say I
things.
only
because
valued
they're
those files.
because they're
The
predicated
hell?
on like exposing the deep state and the CIA.
I didn't say
which
I
has no
only
evidence for
valued
it.
those files, Brody.
Okay, so what are the other reasons you voted for Trump?
Okay, listen, I may have been lying. I didn't vote for Trump this last time.
Then we stay winning. Then we stay
Nah.
winning. Then I stay winning. Then we stay winning. Not a single Trump supporter is ready and willing to come up here and fucking face me. Isn't that crazy work, man? Isn't that crazy? That is crazy. Somebody in the chat says you're too scared to debate a woman, MAGA W. I heart Meloetta. Jump in the queue. I will accept you immediately, okay? With like literally like no delay, no hesitation. I'm seriously just looking for any Trump voter to debate me. Did you vote for Trump?
Yes, I did.
Phenomenal, Bree. Why did you vote for the worst presidential candidate of your lifetime? But oh my God, Mackenzie with a $20 donation on Venmo for winning. Thank you so much for the love, Mackenzie. Let's get at least 200 big W Mackenzies down below in that comment section saying winning. Thank you so much, Mackenzie. That is MAKENSAI. Thank you so much for the $20. I really appreciate that. Thank you so very much, Mackenzie. So why did you vote for Trump?
So I voted for Trump pretty much for the immigration.
Hard question. Name one long-term solution that Donald Trump has proposed to influence get passed through Congress for the southern border.
Well, I mean, that's not what I'm here to talk about. But what I'm saying is that, do you live in a border city?
Nope.
Okay, so I do. And I have been directly affected by it. And so have the taxpayers of the city. And I think that it's unfair to us that we have to pay out of our pockets with our tax dollars for other people who are pretty much coming here looking for a handout.
Okay, so you agree with mass deportation because it's taxpayers that are subsidizing undocumented migrants, right?
Right, but these people are criminals.
Wait,
okay?
I want to talk about that first reason first.
Okay.
You know what? Or do you just want to give it to me all at once?
Well, I mean, these people are criminals. I mean,
Yeah.
either way, you just said illegal, which means that they broke the law. Is that not what that means?
Well, it's in most cases defined as a misdemeanor, which doesn't make them a criminal.
But did they break the
They
law?
broke
Is
the
what I'm
law.
asking.
They broke the law.
Okay, so then you would think that with that train of thought, you would think that you broke the law. So you're gonna like a United States citizen. If you break the law, you're gonna either get fined, you're gonna get a ticket, you're gonna go to jail.
We're getting
Or something like that, right?
Something like that.
Right. So, I mean, I'm sorry.
Bree has been raptured. Bree, did you just get raptured? Bree just got fucking... We win again! We win again! Okay, while we're getting our next guest up in here, we're going to go ahead and explain why she was wrong. So, first of all, she said that American citizens subsidize undocumented migrants. Absolutely fucking wrong and false. That is fake news, right? In the fiscal year of 2023 alone, undocumented migrants paid close to $100 billion in taxes on the federal, state, and local level, meaning they actually put more into the tax system than they take out. So if anything, they just subsidize the same amenities that U.S. citizens also pay for. It is also the case that migrants are estimated to add $1.7 trillion to your GDP over the course of the next 10 years. So that point was false. And then she didn't really finish out her second point yet, so I don't think I could respond to that. But yo, Conrad, thank you so much for the $5 through YouTube Super Chat. Thank you, Conrad. W's for Conrad. What is up, Alyssa? Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Alyssa, how old are you?
I am 22 years old.
Awesome. Also, hey, Law, I appreciate you for helping me get guests loaded up. So why did you vote for Trump, Alyssa? Let's hear it.
I was really influenced by my parents, by grandparents, and all of that. And I would just want to say I was a Democrat up until the election.
Oh.
I know. And it is a touchy subject for me, especially right now, because I'm not trying to prove anything right now. I'm just trying to make it clear that I was very far left up until the election. And
what went wrong?
How Kamala presented herself.
Okay, what about her presentation threw you off?
I just couldn't understand her the whole time.
Oh, shit, I'm having some heart flutters. Oh, fuck. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Sorry. Ooh. Oh, my God, I felt like I was about to have a heart attack there. Not even joking. Oh, my God.
Is this what?
Oh, my God. Oh my God! Wow, that hurt. I physically fucking felt my.
Wait, seriously?
Just give me a minute.
You should probably end the live and go take a minute.
I have palpitations sometimes, but that was just a really bad one. Ooh, fuck. Oh, that was.
Well, I'm sorry.
That was really scary, you guys. So I just put my hand on my chest and I could feel like the heart pushing out of my chest really hard after like skipping a beat or two. Oh my God. Wow. Okay. Sorry. That was like it's a little scary. Anyways.
Yeah.
Going back to what we're talking about, just scared myself right there. Yo, Caroline, thank you so much for the $20 YouTube super chat saying keep being passive aggressive. Appreciate you for the love, Caroline. Please show some love to Caroline in the chat. Thank you so much. Here, I'm just gonna go ahead and just tell us why you couldn't understand Kamala Harris and why that made you vote for Trump. I'll be listening, but like I'm just wanting to pay attention to my heart, like how fast my heart is beating while I am listening. Go for it.
No, it's okay. I'm nervous too. I'm not good at speaking at all, actually. But basically, every time she talked mostly about abortions and how, you know, all of these different rights. And it didn't make sense to me because it's all up to the states. And it just...
Wait,
just
what about abortion specifically?
What about abortions and like all of that?
Is that what you were just talking about?
Yeah, I'm pro-choice and I am all about, and I don't know. It was just the whole time, like she was talking about that when it really isn't up to her. And that's like the only thing that she answered clearly to me.
I mean, yeah, it was up to passing federal legislation to enshrine protections for all women and girls' right to choose under the same protections offered by Roe v. Wade, the same way any other piece of proposed policy on any presidential candidate's agenda would be quote unquote up to them, right? It's up to their ability to influence through Congress by existing in the executive branch of our government, the same as Donald Trump's tax cuts, the same as Kamala Harris's tax cuts, the same as Donald Trump's border policy, the same as her border policy. It's just like more policy to pass through Congress. I'm confused on what you're saying.
Well, what I'm saying is that this is like the whole point as to why I switched last minute, because she didn't do a good job making people like me who were left and then became like the middle ground.
What did she
and
feel
then
like specifically?
It just didn't make any sense to vote for her. And like I said in the beginning, I had a lot of influence by my peers, and it, they were telling me Trump was in office for 4 years, he can do it again. And Kamala, she didn't seem strong, and there were so many wars. And I don't want to get into that part because like I said, I want you to educate me more, because from everything I read and saw and, did my research, I couldn't understand really anything. And that's what happened, basically.
Okay, Alyssa, here's what I'm gonna, in good faith, recommend to you. So first of all, when I the next sentence I say, I'm not gonna say it to attack you. I'm gonna say it to be honest with you.
I'm here for like
to do your own
respectful.
research on Kamala Harris and the policy that she offered, it's likely that you didn't understand it, not because she wasn't making sense, but rather because you maybe like missed some like prerequisite knowledge or information that was necessary to understand what she was proposing, or like you just didn't invest enough time into researching it. What I recommend to you isn't like to debate me, but it's probably just to like listen to the stream and see where you come out at the end of the tunnel. Because I tried to explain my things more simplistically so more individuals could follow. But that's what I recommend to you. Alyssa, I do appreciate you for coming up. We're gonna move on to the next guest. Bro, that was like one of the scariest things that's happened to me, man. Oh my God. So I had a mini seizure when I was younger, and like what just happened to me like ranks right next to the mini seizure insofar as like scary things that have happened to me in my life. Yo, Cold Brew Barbie, thank you for the $5 through YouTube Super Chat. I appreciate that. Okay, we're gonna go to get our next guest, Torch, up in the box. Y'all are saying drink water. Does water help with heart palpitations? What? Okay. Yo, what's up, Torch? Do you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I voted for Trump.
Okay. And then also, Mar, I appreciate you for the $5 on YouTube Super Chat, as well as other donors as well, like Ria with a $1, Mackenzie with a 20. That's the way I already think, Mackenzie. Thank you once again. Alexis with a 5, and Alexia with a 5. Sorry, you guys. I just was a little bit all over the place there. So, hey, Torch, why do you vote for Trump?
Honestly, man, I feel like out of the two candidates, it just made logical sense. Like, I like what the previous person said.
I have a
Like,
question. Do you have like headphones, earbuds, or anything that you could take off? Your mic just sounds really muffled.
what about now?
It's still really bad, but just take it away. So why did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, man, I voted for Trump because I feel like the previous candidate, like the previous administration, has shown no transparency. They get in office and then they disappear. They do their own thing.
What? Wait, I have a question. Was Donald Trump transparent about the outcome of the 2020 election?
I mean, that whole thing was chaos.
No, was he transparent about his fake electorate plot to steal and rig the election, taking it away from Biden?
I never heard that.
Or was he transparent about raping
I
Eugene
never
Carroll
heard
and
that.
committing 34 felonies?
I mean,
Yeah, because
it was
transparency is concealed by
trumped up charges.
lies, and no
They were
president in modern...
trumped up charges, though. We
Trump-
all seen that.
Trumped
It
up
was
charges. So
attacking-
I have a question. What were the
They were
charges?
attacking a political opponent.
Yeah,
They
so
were
what,
using
so what were the
government-
charges?
What'd you say?
What were the charges? Is 34 felonies?
Can you tell me? You brought it up.
I can tell you, but I want you to tell me because you're the one that, accused him of being trumped up.
No, you brought the charges up in general. So I think
I know I brought the charges up.
Yeah, I can't tell you. Can you tell me?
Yeah, so it was falsification of business records in the second degree with an intent to commit a second step crime, right? And thank you for admitting that you didn't know what the fuck the charges were, because that
I
just brings
can
up my
admit
next
that.
question is
I can admit that. That's no problem.
how the hell do you know that they were trumped up and fake and were just attacking a political opponent if you didn't even know what they were? That's like
Let's
me
just say
saying
this.
all
Let's
of the
just say
food in
this.
your fridge is fucking spoiled,
Okay,
but I don't know
let's
who you are, I
just
don't
say
know where
this.
you live, I've never been to your house, and I've never opened your fridge to see this spoiled food.
All right, let's just say this.
Okay,
Let's
all right,
slow
let's
down.
just say
Let's slow
anything
down.
but respond to what I said.
He might have done some shady businesses and he got took into court for it. If that's true, if that's happened, okay, let it be true. It still does not change the fact that Trump has been able to show America passion, transparency in his actions, and actually like stand up for what he's actually saying that he's going to do.
Everything that
A
you
lot
said
of
was
times-
false, wrong, and propaganda. Could I explain
A
how?
lot of times, I'm 28. I don't know how old you are, but I've
I'm
lived
20.
a little bit longer.
Yeah, and yet I know more
I'll
than
be
you.
29. I'll be 29 next month.
Okay, don't pull the age card
So,
on me, buddy. It never goes well.
I'm not pulling the age card. I'm just letting you know that
Fucking, of course
I've lived
you are.
a long.
You're saying,
I've
yeah,
lived a
you've
little
lived,
bit to
you've lived
see.
young, you've lived
I've
longer than me.
lived. I saw Obama. I lived through Obama. I lived through Biden. I saw a little bit of George Bush. And honestly, bro, it's been much of the same from that party. I think America is really at a point where they're tired of the race baiting. They're tired of the gender
Yeah, man, you're
ideology
just making
politics.
entirely new arguments now without allowing me to respond to the last
I'm just telling you why I voted for
But you've been
Trump.
on a podium for like 4 minutes now. How can I like respond to 4 minutes worth of like drastically different arguments ranging
All
from
right.
transparency to
You can
race baiting?
respond. You can respond. I'll be quiet.
Yeah, you said that Donald Trump is the most transparent we've had in a modern American history. No, because transparency is like concealed and killed by lies. And we've never had an American president that's lied more than Trump, clocking in over 30,000 lies in his first 4 years. And we've never had a president in modern American history tell a larger lie than Trump when he denied the outcome of the 2020 election, convincing 70% of Republicans to have virtues of distrust in our civil electoral processes, actively eroding the foundation of the American democracy. So that point was false and wrong. The second thing you said is that he does what he says he's going to do. He said that he was going to pass an infrastructure bill during his first 4 years, never got it done. Biden got it done with a worse split in Congress in the first year. So it is the case, right, that no, he doesn't. Also, the border. He said he was going to build a wall from, across the entirety of the southern border and stick the bill to Mexico. Built less than 3% and stuck the bill to American taxpayer through DoD expenditure. So also wrong, right? And it's the case that he's now promised Americans no tax on tips, overtime, or Social Security. Yeah, the House Republicans finally, put out the Trump tax cuts. Didn't include either of those three things. So once again, wrong, wrong, and wrong. Now, what's your next argument? Because that one's been thoroughly debunked. But I guess before I allow you to have the opportunity to do so, I do have to thank Ellen. Thank you so much for the $50 YouTube super chat. I really appreciate you for the love, Ellen. I want to see at least 500 big W's for Ellen. Thank you so much. I mean it. It means so much. It will go so long. Thank you so much. And Ellen said, just give me one moment. Ellen says, Dean, take care of yourself. We really care about you. Take it easy and drink some water. Turn on your fan. The lavender can cause it to take in too much. Okay, get your reference there. Research it, especially with your seizure history. Yeah, man, I have heart palpitations like pretty frequently. That was just a really, really big one. Very, very scary. So I appreciate you for that. As well as Lovey, thank you so much for the $25 donation over on Venmo, saying drink water right now or I'll vote Donald Trump in the next election. Shit. Okay, yeah, I gotta go grab some water then. Maybe I will see my girlfriend's home. Let me ask her. And then Rachel, thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo as well, saying appreciate your work. Thank you, Rachel and Lovey and Ellen. You guys are so incredibly kind. Thank you guys so much. But yeah, would you mind responding to what I just said?
I mean, from my understanding, there has been a wall built, and there has been construction started on a wall, which
yeah,
I
less than
feel
3%
like
when he promised 100.
it doesn't matter what percentage it is.
Why?
It matters that it started and is continuing.
Wait,
And
so
now that
would you
he's
say
in
that to a
office,
teacher? So if your teacher's like, yeah, well, if you tell your teacher that you're going to have this paper turned in by the end of next week, then by the end of next week, you only have like the heading done in like the first sentence of the first paragraph. And then she's like, dude, you like barely did any of it. Would you be like, oh, well, it doesn't matter how much I've done. It just matters that I started it?
would you say 3%? Would you say that's a good analogy, considering that to build a wall, 3% of considering a pretty large wall would probably be a long, like a good little bit, and it's probably more than 3%.
No,
Like, is
it's
that
exactly
actual?
0% less than 50 miles.
But it's a wall, so it's not like it's a
Okay,
tiny.
he promised a whole
No,
wall. How, dude, stop the mental gymnastics. Donald Trump promised a whole wall and only delivered on 3%, less than 50 miles. He
He's
fell
doing-
through and made a false
so
promise that he couldn't
he-
fulfill. Stop the bullshit.
he
Like this
promised
is
a wall.
this is fucking unreal. This is like unreal. Like the
is
level of
fucking unreal.
mental
That's
gymnastics
what it
and
is.
contortion that MAGA is willing to go to like accept in like anything that Donald Trump does, even if he very obviously drops the ball, it's just cult-like behavior. Like, oh my God, dude, you treat this guy like a fucking toddler that is also like the second coming of Jesus that can do no wrong. It's just crazy to me. It's scary. It's really scary because in order for democracy to function correctly, you have to hold those in power accountable. And it's obviously not something that you're willing to do. Can you unmute your mic, Torch? As well as Adrien, that is ADRINEH. Thank you so much for the $25 donation over on PayPal. Thank you so much for the love. They say
So
it's a
what do
vet-
you think about this Doge, all these things coming out, this corruption inside of these government agencies?
Yeah,
How do you
what
feel
corruption
about, like,
specifically?
I mean, just the wasteful spending
Like
of
such as what?
American taxpayer dollars. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like,
Could you give me an example?
I mean, there was a list that came out of, sending millions of dollars to other countries for sexual education and Sesame Street, a TV show.
Yeah, Sesame Street in Iraq.
Like,
W.
yeah, like
Listen,
how do you?
here's the facts. So the USAID gives allotments of funding and grants to other countries for humanitarian aid. We don't track what they do with that because it'd be more expensive to do that than to just do like progress checkups and checking in to make sure that they're spending those grants appropriately, right? But like, yeah, I could agree. Like a couple million towards Sesame Street in Iraq. Like we probably don't need that if we're gonna be honest. But if you'll look at that and you'll be like, this is super wasteful government expenditure that we all need to be talking about, that we all need to be focused on. I'm guessing that you think Donald Trump's $8.4 trillion tax bill that only benefits people making over $400,000 per year, that only grows the GDP by close to $20 billion per year, and does not trickle down into the economy and does not make the life of the average American any better, is like World War fucking III. Like wasteful spending, like maximum, right? Like you very heavily disagree. Like if Sesame Street is making you vocal and outspoken and voting for a candidate, I'm guessing like this $8.4 trillion tax bill like makes you shit your pants, right?
No, it really doesn't. Honestly.
Yeah, so then why should I believe that you give a fuck about wasteful spending? No, you just give a fuck about the politicization of the left to stigmatize them and promote a guise of negativity, right? But you're not willing to hold yourself principally speaking to these conclusions.
I voted for Obama.
I didn't ask. I want you to tell me why you care about a couple million for Sesame Street in Iraq, but you don't care about close to $9 trillion in tax cuts for the most rich people in America that actively promotes harm towards the average American.
We're all getting tax cuts.
No, false. When we consider, well, I'm talking about when he's in office this time. When we consider his tariffs, right? Anybody making under $395,000 per year will actually be negatively impacted, all things considered.
Based on what? Based on who said that?
Well, if you're curious, who said that is the Institute of Taxation and Economics. The reason why they said that is because tariffs negatively impact you the less money you make because you spend a greater proportion of your income to survive, as tariffs cause inflation and make the bare necessities to live significantly more expensive, or they'll price American-made goods back into the market, which are more expensive by virtue. So any way you go about it, you're spending more money.
But don't tariffs work? They do raise prices for a moment, but they bring business back to the hub, back to America, correct?
So if you want to make an argument that tariffs do bring business back to America, you could do that. But we're actually not having a debate about like the efficacy of tariffs. We're just like pointing out the fact that Donald Trump's economic policy only helps people making over $400,000 per year and costs $8.4 trillion. And I'd like you to respond to that. We could have a debate about tariffs next, though.
I don't know. I couldn't sit here and debate with you about the numbers and understand the numbers of his tax policies to tell you what my tax bracket and how I'm going to be affected. I haven't seen those numbers.
I gave you the source, the Institute of Economics and Taxations, but I just want to phrase it this way. So if everything that I said was true, would you strongly regret voting for Trump because of how wasteful of a spender he is?
If everything you said was true, I would be open-minded to thinking that I made a wrong decision. But
okay, go on Google, type in Institute of Taxation and Economics. I'm going to kick you now because I honestly thought that you were a little bit insufferable, and move on to the next guest. So everybody just do give us a minute. Megan, thank you for the £5 over YouTube Super Chat saying sending love from the UK. And by the way, guys, I'm feeling a little bit better now, and I do not think that my girlfriend is home, unfortunately. So I don't really want to like get up and run away to get some water. Lindsay, thank you for the $5 on Venmo saying Nurse Lynn's here. Yeah, they're nurse. You started working out again. Your electrolytes could be off, making your palpitation episodes worse. Lindsay, does that mean that I need more electrolytes? Because I actually have like some like electrolyte tubs. I should do that. Yo, what's up, Dexter? Did you vote for Trump?
They were very like,
Okay, they're not here. All right, you guys, everybody do just kind of give us a minute to get our next guest in here. If you want to support me, if you want to support this stream, the link to my Venmo and my PayPal can be found in the link tree in my bio. I get 100% of all of the proceeds on those two platforms, compared to about 30% here on TikTok. And I really appreciate you guys for the love. What is going on, Jonathan?
Yes.
Did you vote for Trump?
Oh, no, man. Oh, yeah, I did.
Why did you vote for the worst presidential candidate of your life, sir?
Because he's the worst presidential candidate of my life.
Okay, all right, well, we're going to look for serious debaters here. Yo, Roseanne, thank you so much for the $20 donation over on PayPal. That is very, very kind of you, Roseanne. That is ROSANN. Let's get 200 W Roseannes in those comment sections literally right now, folks. And if you're watching over on TikTok, one of the 9.7 thousand people in here, guys, make sure that you are double tapping on that phone screen for me. All right, let's get those likes up. Let's try to get some more debates going. Y'all already know, but please, 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 please show some love to Roseanne. Dude, I'm honestly like a bit still like up and at 'em. I'm like a bit still freaked out, dude. I honestly, dude, I thought I was about to collapse and have a heart attack. I'm not even gonna lie. Man, that was scary. I'm like still freaked out. What's going on, Brownie? Did you vote for Trump? Brownie's not here. We're gonna move on to the next guest. Everybody do just kind of give us a minute, y'all. We got Jimmy loading up in. All right, Jimmy's not here. Jimmy's not here. Guys, this is so hard. This is so hard. We're really having an issue finding our next debate here. So everybody just give us a minute. What's going on? Did you vote for Trump? Okay, they're not here. Everybody just give us a minute. Oh boy. Yo, what's going on? Did you vote for Trump? Come on, man. Why? Okay, we won. Nobody in MAGA wants to debate me. We won, quite frankly. We won. We fucking won. Hello, did you vote for Trump? Hello? You were literally just spamming MAGA in the chat. We won. Nobody wants to debate, quite frankly. All scared. Hello, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, Andrew Wilson fucking destroyed you, bro.
Okay, I disagree. So why did you vote for Trump?
Come on, bro. You can't come back from that and just say like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna go back on my horse wagon. What kind of shit is that, bro?
I mean, the reason why I disagree with you is because I asked him the same question for 30 minutes and he couldn't respond to it. So I don't understand.
Because you're terrible at semantics, bro. Come on. You couldn't even answer what wrong was, dude.
I actually did answer the question if you watched the debate. However, I will tell you.
And then you left saying,
so Raptor,
you're wasting my time.
Yeah, because he was wasting my time, and I don't mind clarifying how. I do have like a little bit of a suspicion though, is that whenever I speak, you'll just interrupt. Like that's typically what like Wilson fanboys do. So if you just allow me the time to speak and respond, it'd be nice. So specifically about Andrew Wilson, the reason why I believe like he lost the debate was because I ended up asking him the same question. Over
you're the one that left,
and you're doing the interrupting again. Like
yeah, because you're the one that left. That doesn't mean anything. Because if you're gonna leave a debate, then that just says a lot about what your stance is, right?
No, I feel as if that told everybody watching, including Andrew Wilson, that I'm not one to put up with bullshit. And I think if you watch my stream,
bullshit.
Yeah, but remember like the respect thing I said. I just don't want you to interrupt me, man. I'll give you one more. I'll give you one more shot because I don't like spam muting guests. It's not that much fun. Raptor, I'm just gonna ask you to act your age. Unmute yourself. Then I'm gonna start talking. I just want you to unmute yourself first. Okay, honestly, I don't know. Okay, there you go. You're
debate him already, please.
So now I'm gonna yes, because you interrupted me. Of course.
No, just debate him, please. On whatever.
Debate Andrew Wilson. Yeah, he could come up here whenever. But now I'm gonna go back to what I was saying before you interrupted me.
Well, in person though.
Okay, so I'm not gonna debate him in person. He could come on.
Okay. Well, then there's no conversation.
Yes, there is. The conversation can be on here, like the conversation we're having right now.
But you cheat though.
I cheat? How so?
With Nick Fuentes, Parker was giving you talking points during the debate, bro.
So Parker texted me a point that he wanted me to say, and I wasn't even looking at my goddamn phone. But even if I did look at my phone, that's not cheating.
It was on video. You were looking at your phone on video the second he sent that message to you.
Also fucking false. But do you mind if I respond to the
I have the video. I have the video.
Okay, so I'm going to respond to the first thing you said, then I could respond to the second thing that you said. And like, yeah, Parker texted me a talking point because he was happy watching his friend absolutely rock Nick Fuentes' shit. Now, like I would say here, like if I didn't shine at any point in the debate that I had with Nick Fuentes, apart from like this one particular point about tariffs, then like, yeah, Dean would be a fraud, Dean would be a cheater. But I mogged and absolutely destroyed Nick Fuentes for an hour and a half straight. I absolutely cooked him. And the reason why I know that I cooked him is because you're having the same reaction to me cooking Fuentes. All right. Specifically, that all Republicans had to Kamala Harris.
Yeah, Nick Fuentes literally said he.
So anyways, I'm going to go back to what you said about Nick Fuentes. So specifically about, sorry, not about Fuentes, about Wilson. So I destroyed Wilson in the conversation that I had with him. The reason why I know I destroyed Andrew Wilson in the debate that I had with him was because we were having a debate about specifically why he thinks that promiscuity is morally wrong. And I asked him the question, why do you think promiscuity is morally wrong for 30 minutes? And he never answered the question. He then asked me like what I think wrongness is. I then, of course, described to Andrew Wilson that when I'm asking him the question, insofar as why he thinks it's wrong, like I don't want to superimpose my definition of wrongness. I'm asking him what he means when he makes a claim that it's wrong. So that would entail Andrew Wilson telling me what he thinks wrongness is and why he thinks it is wrong. But now that we've got that cleared up, you told me that you voted for Trump. And Raptor, I think that you're doing the same thing that Andrew Wilson did, avoiding my questions. But why do people avoid Dean's questions? Because Dean is smarter than them. And if they answer Dean's questions, Dean will make them look like shit. Those are the facts. So go ahead and answer the question. Why did you vote for Donald Trump? And by the way, guys, I'm just going through the movements. Okay, I have enough experience to know that he won't answer the question. So just make sure to laugh and bully him when he doesn't. I've been here before. He won't answer it. But yeah, please go ahead and answer the question.
Yeah, I will. But if you're done filibustering, I will.
Yeah, I'm done. Why did you vote for Trump?
Well, first of all, back to what you said earlier. He wanted to know what your foundation was for the word wrong because he needed to know what your definition of the word wrong was in order to critique your stance, right? This is how it works. You need to get into meta ethics, right? Before you can actually start debating what's wrong and what isn't. And because you said, well, your definition of wrong was something you shouldn't do in a normative sense, right? And Andrew Wilson, again, he just wanted to discover your view. And you just wanted so hard not to get into your view because you're not really typically good on defense, bro. I'm just being honest with you. You're always on attack, but you're not really good on defense, as was shown in that debate, dude. I'm just saying. Just I'm pretty sure if you had like a one-on-one debate with him, whether it be online, but it much be more preferably done in person, I'm pretty sure we get a lot more substance from that, so that we know you're not cheating.
Okay, I appreciate your thoughts. So why did you vote for Trump?
Because he's a man.
So why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Because he's a man.
Okay. Well, you're telling me that you voted for him because he's a man, which implies that you think men are better at leading than women, right?
Oh, come on. You don't want to hear Kamala's voice all these 4 years?
So
you really wanted to hear her voice these 4
I'm going
years,
to ask you a
dude?
very clear question. By the way, this is going to be like an incredibly educational moment to everybody watching. The argument that men are better at leading than women.
You could
is
never
possibly-
educate anyone in a million years, you grifting scumbag.
And that's why I have 13,000 people watching live. You jealous
Oh,
scumbag.
oh no.
So,
Oh,
anyways,
scary.
So why do you think men are better at
Like,
leading
shut
than women? You're fucking jealous of me, or else you
What,
want to be.
what am I
shown this
jealous
dude.
of? That I'm not a Spurgmeister like you?
You're not jealous. You're very
You're a
jealous of the
Spurgmeister,
fact,
bro.
You're very jealous of the fact that
Dude,
I mog you in
you
every conceivable way talking. Not even the fact that I look better than you do. Not even the fact that I have better hair than you do. Not the fact that I have better style than you do. Not the fact that I have bigger biceps than you do. Not the fact that I have bigger social media accounts than you do. Not the better fact that I have a better brain than you do. Not the other fact that I have better like cognitive functions and ability to rationalize my emotions without just being an absolute total piece of shit than you do. You're jealous of all those things, but of
funny.
course. All of this is just to detract from the point that you told me that you think men are better at leading than women, and you can't defend that view. Yo, Loogie Boogie, thank you so much for the $10 super chat over on YouTube saying Raptor is just mad you destroyed Wilson. Literally, clearly you won. Yeah, anyone with a brain. That's why I'm not too caught up on it. Thank you so much for the $10. Can you thank Loogie Boogie real
Base.
quick?
I don't know what they're talking
Could you thank Loogie Boogie real quick?
You left the debate, bro.
Yeah,
Just
I
own up.
left because I mocked him. Then he kept yapping and not answering the question. Sorry that I don't give my time to individuals that aren't worthy of it. So can you thank Loogie Boogie for the $10 donation?
Get your money back, bro.
Could you thank him for their donation?
Nah, get your money back. The Spurgmeister will continue to fester all over the TikTok world.
Oh, wow. Somebody's jealous of a $10 donation from Loogie Boogie on YouTube Super.
What am I
Chat.
jealous of, bro?
Yeah, you just told him. First of all,
What am I jealous
You
of?
didn't thank him like a good boy, so you're being.
I'm
a
sorry.
bad
I'm
boy.
not a Spurgmeister, bro. I'm sorry.
Well, you're like I said, you're specifically jealous of the $10. That
Oh,
he
you're
donated to me.
spurging.
What does that word mean? I'm
You're
like
spurging,
being like cool, calm, collected, kind, and rational, and I'm
And,
just asking
and
questions
also,
about
you said
views.
you were good at
You're like,
rationalizing your emotions.
You're spurging. So, hey, man,
You're rationalizing your emotions. You clearly did not rationalize emotions during that debate, dude.
okay. So, why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Oh, okay. Now he wants to switch. Okay, cool.
Did I
Now he
not
wants to
ask you
switch.
this question 5 minutes ago?
No, you just want to switch. I just thought I brought that point up because
So
you
can
tend
you
to-
affirm or
you tend to
deny
think
that
you win that
I
debate
just
when
want to
you
clarify.
clearly-
I want you to answer my question. Did I not ask you this question 5 minutes ago? And I'm not too entirely interested in like weird conversation about how you think I can control my emotions. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your outlet.
No, because you said earlier that you are able to rationalize your own emotions.
Better than you are.
But
of
I
course.
just brought up that during that debate, you really started spurging out there.
And of course, I disagree with that claim. But the reason why I think I have a higher level of emotional like rationalization capability compared to yourself is because you like have a low sense
Compared
of
to myself,
self-worth.
how?
Yeah, because you have a low sense of self-worth. You have a low sense of self-value. You have a low like level of like
Oh
self-confidence.
wow.
And then you take this out onto the world around you by just saying that men are superior to women, better at leading than men too. So then at the end of the day, no matter what, at least you could say, well, although I don't have confidence, worth, or value seen in myself when I look in the mirror, I know I'm more valuable than any woman around me. So you decrease their value to relatively increase your own, and that's a fact, and that's what misogyny is rooted in, is insecurity. So earlier when you asked me how I knew that I had more emotional ability, or a higher level of ability to rationalize and express and control my emotions than you do, is because of that fact and that fact alone. Now I want to like put it out there. I am giving you an opportunity to prove me wrong. Listen very closely to my words, okay? I'm giving you the mic to prove to me that there's reason that you use to internally justify the belief that men are better at leading than women. So how about you tell me why you think men are better at leading than women?
No, you're not giving the mic because all you do is just mute mics on everyone and just give your fallacious arguments, and you don't allow anyone to respond. Which is exactly why people are. It's much more preferable for you to do one-on-one debates with people that actually know how to debate, that rather than just 1v1 shitters that don't know what they're talking about.
So do you know how to debate? Are you a
Hold on. Wait, hold on. You said you're giving me the mic, but all you've done this entire time, 75% of the time was you just mute people.
Raptor, well, I'm giving you the mic to tell me why you think men are better.
This is exactly the same thing that Chris, Dean, and Harry do
So I'm
all the
Dean.
time. It's just mute, and you just go in your fallacious argumentation, dude.
I'm not being fallacious. I'm literally just asking you why you think men are
But
better
through the
at leading than women.
countless times that you were, dude, you just mute mics.
You
You can't say
I've
that's
muted you is
that's
like
you
when you
just
start
giving the
talking
mics.
about like things that are completely
This
irrelevant.
is
or
why
you're
it's
interrupting me.
counterproductive to host debates like this, because you can just mute mics and just not allow anyone to talk.
If you want, you can make this
And just do like
conversation-
two quick 5-second gotchas, dude.
Hey Raptor, do you mind if I speak without you interrupting me? I won't have to mute you.
I mean, you do that all the time, but go ahead.
I appreciate that, Raptor. So we could have a productive conversation if you just explain your reason why you voted for Trump. You told me that you voted for him because he's a man. So the next question would obviously be, why do you think men are better at leading than women? Can you answer it?
Yeah, I can, but if I answer it, you're going to start muting me again, so there's no point in debating with you.
Okay, then run away.
No, I'm not going to run away, dude. I came to you.
So you just came up here to tell me that there's no point in debating me. Okay.
No, I came up here with
You're
the side
this
reason
guy's
to tell you
fucking
that you
scared.
should debate with
Are
Andrew
you
Wilson.
fucking kidding me? There's no point in debating me? Dude, little homie's terrified.
I told you, dude. I want you to debate Andrew Wilson.
Wit, I appreciate you for the $10 super chat over on YouTube. Thank you so much for the love, Wit. Everybody, please show some love to Wit down below in the comment section. Ask this guy. I kicked them, so I appreciate you for the love, Wit. We're gonna move on to the next guest here, y'all. Everybody, just do give us a minute. Yo, Gerard, thank you for the $25 donation over on Venmo, saying spurking an Asperger's person throwing a tantrum. Oh my god, okay, yeah. So that's a slur, then. Okay. Well, I had no fucking clue. So I've heard that term like a lot before. From like Andrew Wilson and his fanboys, but I never knew what it meant. But now that makes sense. Okay, yeah, that's a very derogative term then. But I do appreciate you for the $25, and thanks for letting me know because I just didn't even know what it meant. Thank you. Everybody, please show some love to Gerard, not only for the $25, but also for the very informative message that I needed to know. Chum Chum, thank you for the $10 on Venmo, and then Wendy with a 5. I appreciate that. What is going on? Did you vote for Trump?
Hi. No, I didn't. I just wanted to speak.
Okay, I do apologize. We are just looking to debate individuals that did. Okay. Yo, Christian with a $5 on PayPal saying self-care, Dean. Please take care of yourself. Yeah, man, today after the stream, I think I'm going to take care of myself. What's up? Did you vote for Trump? No, they're not here. We're going to move on to the next guest. Someone in the chat said that I'm too kind. Well, people like the last guest, if you just act super like rational and coherent, they just look crazy. Comparatively, like, you know, if I was to like give him some like strong emotional reaction to what he said, like then all the other Trump supporters would be like, oh my god, Dune's getting emotional, he's losing. But if you just kind of keep your cool, it's just obvious to any human that like they're just a little bit off. You know what I mean? Like very like emotionally strained and whatnot. What's going on, DJ? Did you vote for Trump?
Hello. I just want to say before I express my opinion, I've seen your work and I love what you do, honestly. So I say thank you to that.
Nice. I appreciate that, man. Did you vote for Trump?
And unfortunately, no, I'm so sorry.
Okay, guys. I'm making it very explicitly clear. Kaya, I'm definitely butchering your name. Kaya. Oh, there we go. Kaya. Thank you for the $15 donation over on Venmo, Kaya. That is K-A-I-A. With a $15, at least 150 big W Kai's in the chat. Saying, hope you're feeling better. Get some electrolytes. Yeah, I'm going to do that as soon as I'm off the stream. Thank you so much for the love. What's up? Call me something.
Yo,
I'm not gonna call you.
Dean.
Did you vote for Trump?
Wait, before you unadd me, I got a question. Will you ever run for president?
Oh, no. I'm too young to make that determination. But I'm very open to the idea of like getting involved in politics. So I go from a position of advocating for change, for making the change myself. What is up? Did you vote for Trump?
Yo, what's up? Can you hear me?
I can. Did you vote for Trump?
I did.
Why'd you do that?
Because I can.
Because you can.
But in all seriousness, I just wanted to get on here and appreciate you getting on TikTok.
I appreciate you so much for the love. That's very kind of you. Thank you for your support. But guys, I would really appreciate it if we could just have some debates. Jack, you vote for Trump, man.
Yes, I did.
Phenomenal. How old are you?
I'm 19.
Perfect. Sid, thank you for the $15 donation over on Venmo.
Wait,
Thank
Dean,
you
so
much.
I got a question, Dean.
Let me finish thanking Sid real quick. Sid,
Okay.
that's very, very kind of you for the $15. Sid says, hi, Dean. Hope today is better. Just know we appreciate you so much. Today was going better, but then I had like a crazy fucking palpitation. Thank you so much for the love, Sid. At least 150 big W's for Sid. You know, go so far. I appreciate you. So why'd you vote for Trump, Jack?
Wait, so hold on. I just want to go back. So you think that you don't think men are better leaders than women?
No, I don't. Do you?
100%.
Okay, well, yeah, let's just debate about that. So, by the way, Jack, I just want to let you know before we get into this conversation that your views will ultimately be absolutely indefensible. I'll make you look very, very not smart at all, and your arguments will be torn to shit. You'll be absolutely gagged with nothing to say, and you'll leave this life incredibly emotionally flustered because a real man just taught you to act. Are you ready for that? I just want to clarify. Are you ready for
Sure.
it?
Also, I got another question before we start this debate. Dude, why'd you go back to the middle part of your
Because
hair?
I like the way it looks. So, why
I
did
like your other hair better. But anyways, yeah, we can go ahead.
Okay, so why did you vote for Trump? Sorry, no. Why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Well, off its foot. I mean, men are more successful than women. So,
Okay, so your argument is men hold more wealth in society compared to women, therefore they're better at leading. I have a question. Are you racist? Do you think that white people are better at leading than black people?
no. Why would I?
Yeah, but in the same way that men have a higher level of wealth in society compared to women and hold more positions in like leadership on like CEO boards of Fortune 500 companies, so do white people compared to black people. So all that this tells us is that no wealth disparities or power disparities in America for one demographic compared to another does not mean that you think that one demographic is better at leading than another. So that disqualify your first reason insofar as why you think men are better at leading than women.
Fair
So
enough.
why do you think men are better at leading than women?
Well, fair enough. But it's a bigger margin. Like if you can say that white people, I mean, I don't even know if that's true. Do white people hold more wealth than black people?
Yes. Because of slavery and its aftermath, systemic racism and legal oppression of black people. I mean, that is what has caused wealth disparities in America.
Well, I was like, men compared to women making money is much more of like a difference than the way black people and white people make money. Like a man, it's not like, I wouldn't say that a woman, or I wouldn't say
A woman
that
can
black,
legally own a bank account, own property, start a business, or report rape. In the context of marriage with a husband, and like it lasts until the 1980s on the federal level. There's been many layers, forms, and types of systemic oppression of both black individuals and women, specifying women legally and socially. This has occurred forever. Via the perpetuation of traditionalism and the stigmatization of women in fields where men dominate. And that is why you'll see men hold more wealth on average compared to women. And he ran away like a baby. So, unfortunate. We're going to move on to the next guest. Let's go ahead and see what the next guest has to say. All right, here we go. If you're watching the live and you do want to support me, you can find the link to my Venmo and PayPal in the link tree in my bio. And yo, Sam, thank you for the 10 pounds over on PayPal. Sorry, on YouTube, saying Elon Musk disguised as Adrian Dittman can even name 3 women himself. You know, I actually debated Adrian Dittman for like over an hour. Does that mean that I debated Elon Musk? Okay, next guest is loading in. Hello, did you vote for Trump?
Yeah, I did vote for Trump, but I don't even want to talk about that. I have a question for you. So, say if like a felon came on the live, would you restrict them from talking to you because they couldn't vote?
Well, actually, like, yeah, because I'm talking to people that
You
voted.
would. You would. So you're just admitting that you're xenophobic to like foreign people because whenever a foreign person joins a live, you just don't let them talk and you kick them out. That's pretty xenophobic, Dean. No?
No, because I'm talking to individuals that voted for Trump. You have to be a citizen in order to vote.
Wait, but would you? Wait,
So I
do
mean,
you
if you would actually allow me to finish.
Wait. Do you?
No, I'm not. I'm not going to wait. Do you know what
Do you-
xenophobia is?
Yeah, I do know what xenophobia
Define
is.
it.
Discrimination based on nationality.
It's an unjust prejudice against other individuals predicated on a difference in
It's
nationality.
discrimination based on nationality.
Discrimination or prejudice that is an unjustified, right?
So we're saying the same thing. Is the sky blue? Yeah, we're saying the same thing. So there's no need to try to like one up me on this one because I have the correct definition. Regardless.
wait, did you say that
you
it
are
has to be
xenophobic.
unjustified discrimination?
Regardless though, it's discrimination. Doesn't matter if it's unjust.
Wait. Define discrimination.
It doesn't matter. We know what discrimination means. We know this.
Yeah, but
There's
I'd say that.
nothing about-
Now, if you
Wait,
want
but
me-
you're googling it though. You're googling it though. Just use your brain, Dean. You got this.
No, I'm going to go ahead and define it per Google. Do you mind if I speak?
You got this. Use your brain. Go ahead. You
So
got
no,
this.
I'll define it in accordance with Google. Is that fair?
We both know what it means. What's the point? We're wasting
So I'm
time.
going to read off the definition from Google if you just allow me to finish. Well, you're doing this interrupty thing. It's annoying. So
Go
the
ahead.
definition of discrimination per Google is the unjust or prejudicial treatment of a different category of people, especially on the grounds of ethnicity, age, sex, or disability. Now, once again, if we wrap that back into your definition of xenophobia, discrimination of one on the basis of their nationality. And if we replace the term discrimination with said definition of discrimination, what we'll get is that xenophobia is the unjust treatment of like individuals that are predicated on their nationality. Would you agree?
Yeah, I would agree that you are.
Okay, no. So now that we've agreed that xenophobia is the unjustified treatment of individuals differently predicated on their nationality, I wouldn't say the practices of this live, only talking to U.S. citizens, is xenophobia for the reason that although it is the treatment of individuals differently predicated on their nationality, right? It's the just treatment of individuals differently predicated on their nationality. Okay, I'd say that it's justified for me to only talk to individuals that are U.S. citizens, given the context of the conversation framed as speaking with individuals that voted for Trump to try to get citizens to vote better moving forward. So the reason why this isn't xenophobic, definitionally speaking, is that it's not unjustified. You tried to get the gotcha and it failed, and
Isn't it
now
gotcha?
you're embarrassed.
I'm not embarrassed. No one's embarrassed. No one has this like ego trip like you. I understand this is like your first time, having a large audience, but no one's on an ego trip. You just admitted that you wouldn't speak to a felon because they couldn't vote, although felons are citizens. So I'm confused there.
Because you raise a good point here. I'm not talking to individuals from other countries because they're from another country. I'm talking to them because they can't vote. In the same way I wouldn't talk to a felon because they can't vote. So at the end of the day, the boundaries of this live are not specific towards one nationality, meaning that the entirety of the definition of xenophobia can apply, but it's rather towards those that can and can't vote, including if you are a citizen that is a felon that can't vote in your state. So you actually further my own point. Thank you.
Are you always this emotional?
I'm like emotional with happiness because you made the point that I was xenophobic, and then you clarified for me that I'm actually not discriminating on nationality, but I'm rather discriminating on the basis of one's ability to vote or not to vote because I also exclude individuals such as felons. You made my point for me,
Get the
and I
monologue.
fucking smiled.
I understand.
Wait, it's
Do you
only a
acknowledge-
monologue because you can't follow along unless it's a slide, unless it's a slogan in like 2 sentences or less, like the one-liners that Donald Trump has been handing to you. I'm so sorry. Do you need me to break down why you proved my point for me on paper with polka dots and crayons? Because I could do it.
No.
No,
I'm
you
okay.
don't. So then tell me why you voted for Trump.
I don't want to talk about that.
Because so you're scared of debating me because you know that I'm
No,
more informed than you than politics.
Okay.
No, listen. I'm the question asker. Let me get this one straight. I'm the question asker.
I voted for Trump because of foreign policy.
Let me get this one straight. I'm the question asker because this is my live, okay? I had absolutely no obligation to allow you to sidetrack the conversation to make like false... They fucking left. To make false accusations of me being xenophobic, to rage bait and try to get a gotcha. But regardless, I still did try to engage in them in good faith, right? We defined our terms, we looked it up on Google, right? And then I proved to you using the definition, so we received from Google, how the definition of xenophobia would not apply to the practices of said lie. And then you even go on to prove my point for me, pointing out the fact that I don't discriminate on the basis of nationality, but I rather discriminate on one's basis if they can or can't vote, meaning that it's not xenophobic, even if we were to accept that unjust does not apply necessarily to the definition of discrimination, right? And then what do? I'm like, oh, why did you vote for Trump? And you just get mad and you run away? Wow, man. Somebody was upset. Good try getting the gotcha. They can never do it. They can never do it. They'll never be able to get the gotchas. We always win. Let's face the facts here, you guys. We always win, quite frankly. What's up, Dale? You vote for Trump?
Of course.
Why'd you do that?
Because his policies are better, especially at the border.
Oh, hard question for you here. Can you name one long-term border policy that Trump wants to influence to get past the Congress?
Well, I mean, he's sending ICE agents and border patrol and soldiers down to the border. And if you look statistically speaking, he's let less in during his time.
Yeah, so you're pointing out like deploying the National Guard troops and military to the southern border. That's not a long-term border solution. That's like putting a Band-Aid on a 4-inch cut. It's something to just immediately make his fans, such as you, prejudiced white people, clap and jeer over like decreasing numbers and like border crossings. But I'm more concerned with the implementation of long-term solutions, such as the one that Kamala Harris had to offer. So what does Trump have to offer insofar as long-term border solutions?
Well, I just want to ask, why do you call me prejudice?
Why do I call you prejudice?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because like I'm guessing, you know, you believe the whole Trump shtick about how undocumented migrants are like felon MS-13 gang member P3DOs that are going to kidnap your kids, eat your family pets and dogs, and rape your wife, right?
No, I just have a problem when they come in illegally.
Wait, Dale, that's not your real voice. How come you sound like a 13-year-old boy like trying to get the vocal cords down here?
This is my voice. I don't know what you're talking about.
Then how about you turn on that camera?
No.
Why not?
Because that's kind of weird. You want to see me?
I do.
Come down to Tuscaloosa.
Come on, bro. Shut up. Turn that camera on.
Why you want to see me? You can see me in my...
No, you're not who you say you are. That's right. All right, Kling, you vote for Trump?
Fuck you.
Nah, why? You're going to leave and run away, right? They do it every time.
No, we had this talk before. I asked you why you were okay with Harris and Biden just turning Gaza into a fucking death zone. The whole campaign, people were saying, don't vote for them because of this. They never back down from supporting Israel. How many millions of people would it be okay for them to kill before you wouldn't vote for them?
Okay. So as long as they're causing less harm to Palestinians than who they were running against, right, I believe it is justified to vote for them, right? It is a comparative analysis insofar as what will yield less harm for Palestinians when we're talking about like the IP conflict. And
saying things like less harm when you talk about human beings, I mean, people died.
Yeah, and that's why we should value the fact that they're causing less harm, and instead of being a virtue signaler with self-supposed good intentions that lead you straight to the gates of hell, aka voting for the person that now has a plan to ethnically cleanse the strip himself, right? Sorry about it. You should have voted for Kamala and Harris to save more real innocent lives.
Would you tell a Palestinian kid who was blown up by a bomb Biden sent over that?
Would I tell a Palestinian kid what? You just said, what do you tell a Palestinian kid what? Like,
would you tell a Palestinian kid whose family was blown up by a Biden bomb that actually this was the better option?
Yeah, would I tell like an individual like in Palestine that it's better to support Kamala Harris compared to Donald Trump? Absolutely.
Okay, so
because that's just a statistical fact. It is, right? And if we care about these facts, and if we care about the real world repercussions, that being that more innocent Palestinians will die, more innocent Palestinians will be starved, more innocent Palestinians will be displaced and ethnically cleansed under Trump's presidency compared to Kamala Harris's, but you don't give a fuck about any of that because you're too focused on the virtuous intentions. You're the issue, man. I'm being so serious. Like, would you tell like a Palestinian like living on the Gaza Strip right now that you didn't vote for Kamala Harris, even though it was a true dichotomy that one of the two administrations had to win, meaning that you probabilistically based speaking increased the potency of Donald Trump winning when Donald Trump will impact significantly more harm onto their lives than Kamala Harris would have? Would you
I
tell a
probably would.
Palestinian that?
I probably would listen to Palestinians in Michigan who didn't vote for Harris because they went to her and told her this. Do not support these things. She lost Michigan because of this, and people were telling them, "Do not do this."
So how about
And
you
they
respond to what I
continue
said?
to do
This is a pivot. No, this is the thing. You like to pivot. Don't pivot. Would you tell a Palestinian that you did not vote for Kamala Harris, knowingly increasing the chance that Donald Trump would win the election when Donald Trump would kill more Palestinians than Kamala Harris? Yes or no? Would you tell a Palestinian that?
I would have no problem saying I didn't vote for Harris because you know what? The same outcome would happen. They're already dead.
Okay, so if you think that the same outcome would happen under a Harris presidency compared to a Donald Trump presidency, you are very willfully contorted and misguided in reality. And in fact, I would say that you're the one actively devaluing Palestinian life because you don't want to recognize the distinction in the levels of harm caused into the Gaza Strip because you would rather cling towards these virtues, which you've asserted yourself into a tribe of other people that hold the same virtues, and it makes you feel as if you're on a pedestal. Meanwhile, more real-world harm is impacted to Palestinians under a Trump presidency than a Kamala Harris presidency, and those are the facts. I mean, shit, he unfroze 3,000 pound bomb weapon shipments to Israel. He said that he wants to annex and own the Gaza Strip and personally ethnically cleanse an additional 1.4 million Palestinian lives. And the fact that you just told me and everybody else in this live that no more harm could be impacted and they're just all already dead, that means you attribute zero value to the very real and very alive 1.4 million Palestinians still living in the Gaza Strip today, right now. You don't think any more harm could be impacted into their lives? Then you don't value their life, sir.
I value them more because I chose not to vote for the people who were killing them. Why do you think it's okay? I mean, for 4 years, they were killing these people. And even beyond that, we're going all the way back to the 70s when this all started.
Leah, thank you so much for the $10 donation on Venmo. And Desiree with a $10 donation as well. Thank you, Leah and Desiree.
You
Sir, I've already
sit
told you my
there
reasons.
and you excuse everything that they did.
Well,
Everything
that's not true.
Biden and Harris did.
Wait, don't speak for me. Hey, seriously, don't speak for me.
Were you going to make another point or no?
Yeah, I disagree with their pro-Israel policy. I would have like.
But what
significantly-
made it? What pushed you past that to actually cast the vote? You
Yeah,
really
yeah,
thought
the fact that
that
Donald Trump had the same but worse.
the same but worse. Think about that. The same is how many thousands of people dying. The same. There are options where no one dies. This
Actually,
is the
no,
thing
there
that,
was not. I disagree.
This is the thing that boggles me about
There was
you young
no,
liberals.
there was
That
no practical, feasible options in the 2024 election.
There always is an option
Who was the
where
option?
no one dies.
Who was the option?
To not go along with this system. You don't have to push the buttons that keep this system going. You can choose not to.
Yeah, and how did that work out for you, man?
How did it work out for you? We're in the same boat, idiot.
We are in the same boat, but the only difference between you and me is that I tried to do something and you actively fought against it.
The only difference between you and me is that I can at least go to sleep at night knowing I didn't push for more murder.
I don't know how you go to sleep at night. No, like recognizing the value and the harm being caused to Palestinians on the Gaza Strip, and then actively making a choice to increase the likelihood that an individual won in the Electoral College stand back to even more harm. Like, I don't even know how you sleep at night. But here's the thing that I will say, right? Third-party candidates, right, did not get a sufficient amount of votes to change the outcome of the election. So I don't really care that much. I think now is the time for the Democrat Party to be having conversations internally about what policy that we should have moving forward. But I definitely don't think the approach that you're taking right now is good at all. I think that we should rather be having a conversation insofar as what we want to see in the future of the Democrat Party and advocating for that now. But just like saying, oh, like, yeah, fuck Dean Withers for voting for Kamala Harris because of the genocide in Palestine, even though said vote actually was going to save more innocent lives and more Palestinians compared to what Donald Trump had to offer, is really embarrassing for you. Okay. And it just shows me that you don't even really care about Palestinians that much, on top of the reason that I've already given to demonstrate that claim is true. Because a part of you actively voting against saving the lives of more innocent Palestinians, you don't even want to engage in the conversations that should be had now to reform the Democrat Party, to get better legislators with more virtuous policy towards the Palestinians. You just rather shit on the libs, and that is your problem. I don't believe that you attribute any value to the Palestinians, and I believe that this is just all like a really fun, sick game to you. But unfortunately, sir, today you've lost that game because I've been able to point out your lies, your hypocrisy, and the absolutely nonsensical foundation of your worldview. And by the way, you haven't been able to respond to what I've been able to point out in your nonsensical worldview. I've detailed 4, 5, 6 times now how, yes, you should have voted for Kamala Harris in the election compared to Donald Trump. You haven't responded to my justification, not even once. You've just said, oh, how could you do this? Well, shit, fucking hell, bro. I've answered you 4 times and you still haven't given me a response. So I do want to give you the mic one last time to actually respond and to address what I said. If you need me to repeat what I said so we could be clear on what I want you to respond to, let me know.
Yeah, go ahead and give the question. Give the question.
You should have voted for Kamala Harris compared to Donald Trump in the 2024 election in consideration of their policy towards Israel and Palestine, because Donald Trump's policy was significantly worse for the living conditions of Palestinians. Okay? And the reason why you still should have voted for Kamala Harris is because we should value the real world harm reduction, comparatively speaking, that would have been caused to Palestinians under Harris compared to Donald Trump, compared to some not real moral virtue or intention inside of our heads that we'd like to hold a red line against somebody that advocates for said outcomes. Right? At the end of the day, I'm always going to value, right, saving more innocent life than not in these real world situations where you're in between a rock and a hard place. But obviously, this does not diminish the harm caused to Palestinians at the hand of Biden and Harris. And I will say the average liberal you'll talk to will not recognize that. So hopefully you could understand that I'm genuinely trying to give you a rational, coherent view here.
I understand the view, but with my thinking is, it's very easy to say Trump will be worse. Trump will be absolutely worse. Or Harris will be better after the fact. I'm thinking of what was currently going on and didn't seem to be stopping. What was one of Biden's last things he did? How many billions did he give to Israel on the way out?
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't going to stop.
You understand
It wasn't going to get better.
Donald Trump told us, right, exactly what he wanted to do. Like, even before the election, like when Biden had put in like freezes on like some weapons shipments, such as that 3,000-pound bomb, even at that point, Donald Trump said that if he was president, he wouldn't have had that, and he's the most pro-Israel president we've ever had. It was evidently clear before the election, and it's certainly clear now. But if you just want to argue that you don't believe it was certainly clear before the election, but you can't contest the fact that it is now, I'll just merely ask you, with the information that you now possess, do you regret not voting for Kamala Harris?
Honestly, no.
Yeah, and see, that's your issue. See, like, you were just being so disingenuous there. You're trying to make an argument that it wasn't clear to you that there was a difference in the level of harm caused via the administration. But even now that it is clear to you that there's a level of harm caused, why don't you regret voting for Kamala Harris? Because of you, right? And like, let's see here, 3 million other individuals that hold your same beliefs would have voted for Kamala Harris. There would have been Palestinians that are dead today that wouldn't be dead today.
I just couldn't have that on my conscience. I'm sorry. I mean, I'm 30 years old. I voted for...
I just want to clarify. You cannot have the fact that there's Palestinians dead today that wouldn't have been dead today if you and 3 million other individuals with your same beliefs voted for Kamala Harris. You can't have saving those Palestinians' lives on your conscience.
Because you're just, you know, there are already...
Really?
How many people are dead?
So many. But that just because one person dies or 10,000 people die doesn't mean that more people need to die, because all human death is an absolute fucking moral travesty, especially when they're...
And I don't see you treating it that way when you just blindly vote for these people.
No, I don't see you treating it that way when you tell me that you don't regret voting for Kamala Harris, even if it saved the lives of more innocent Palestinians, and you know that I did not vote with blindness. That is an absolutely ridiculous statement. What am I blind to?
If I honestly believe...
What am I blind to? I want you to tell me specifically what I'm ignorant to in this conversation.
You're ignorant to a lot of things.
Like what?
You know,
tell me. Be very specific in this conversation. Tell me what I'm ignorant to. You're making baseless, false accusations because you don't have a counter argument. Instead of actually surrounding yourself with the facts and trying to give a cogent rebuttal to what I believe in, or just conceding because it's the pro-humanitarian view, instead you're just like, oh, you're ignorant, therefore I don't need to give your position a rebuttal. It's gross, man. It's like, seriously. Like, there are real-world ramifications to these beliefs. It's not okay to just hold on to these beliefs for some idealistic sense of tribalism where you feel included with a group of people that are morally better than me and everybody else watching. Like, no. Let's talk about those real-world implications that you literally don't talk about, you don't think about, and you don't care about.
So you do agree that the moral choice is something that I'm behind. You're not moral in this. Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm saying that I made the moral choice. You made the immoral choice.
See, I don't see how you justify that when you're saying, well, people are going to die no matter what, but I might as well just vote for the one that maybe is going to kill a few thousand less.
Wait,
I don't know.
Wait, actually, fucking precisely. Okay, so you are deciding who will be running the world for the next 100 years. Candidate number 1 is going to kill 1 million people. Candidate number 2 is going to kill 500,000 people. You have to choose one of these two candidates to run the world. Who are you going to choose? And by the way, if you don't choose, you just increase the chance to the guy that's going to kill 1 million people to win more. So which candidate are you going to choose?
One person holds all of the power in this situation.
Yeah, in this hypothetical, yeah. So which one are you going to choose?
I kill myself.
Okay, so you're not going to respond to the hypothetical because you know that it shits on your worldview. You can't kill yourself.
Because this is what you can't fathom a better world. You cannot fathom a better world where no one dies and no one suffers.
A better world was impossible like fucking 3 weeks out from the election. Are you kidding me? That is just absolutely so idealistic, physically impractical, impossible bullshit that is just used as an unlikely scapegoat to get away from the fact that a hard decision had to be made and you were unwilling to make it.
Yeah.
So how about you respond to my
people.
hypothetical?
I would not kill people.
You are in the situation where you either have to choose candidate 1, who's going to kill 1 million people, or candidate 2, who's going to kill 500,000 people. And if you don't choose, candidate 1 is going to be elected.
I don't have to make these choices. That's the thing.
But
I don't
yes,
have to.
In this hypothetical, you don't have to make the choice. But if you don't make the choice, candidate 1's going to kill 1 million people. Now you could choose candidate 2 that's going to kill 500,000 people. So what are you going to do?
I'm not going to choose.
So then candidate 1's going to kill 1 million people.
I'm not going to choose.
Then
because
candidate,
I cannot.
So why don't you care that if you don't choose, candidate 1's going to kill 1 million people when the option to choose the candidate 2 who only killed 500,000 individuals, right, is not going to be elected? Like literally because of your complacency to not choose, an additional 500,000 individuals are going to die that wouldn't have died if you went with candidate 2. You're literally placing your own ego over the lives of 500,000 individuals. And that's ridiculous. He left. We're going to move on to our next guest. And by the way, we don't have too much longer on the live. Yeah, we're actually coming right up at 4 hours. What is going on? Did you vote for Trump? Hey, Lisa.
Yes, I did.
Okay, why did you do that?
For the policies.
Like, what's your favorite Trump policy?
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm sorry.
Okay, man. Okay, hey, for the 10,000 people watching, here's actually what we're going to do. So everybody, make sure A, to hit that follow button literally right now, as well as, Zenova, thank you for the $10 over YouTube Super Chat. And then B, what we're going to do is, like, we are at 4 hours on the stream today, so we're going to go ahead and hop off. GA, thank you for the media shower. But we're not done with streams yet. We're actually just going to go over to YouTube, and I'm going to do, like, a hangout and Q&A session with you guys. So if you're interested in coming over to YouTube, you could go through the link tree in my bio. It's like the YouTube is one of the icons, and you'll just be able to click on it and watch. Or alternatively, you'll be able to just go to YouTube and search up Dean Withers. It may take you a little bit longer to find the account. I'd highly recommend going through the link tree in my bio. But that's where I'm going to be. There's like 9,000 people in this room. I think it would be really cool if we could get 4,000 of you guys to go over to YouTube. That would be like so fucking awesome. Like it's really worth it. By the way, I'm just going to take off the background real quick. I am sitting in a professional studio right now with my big old lights and whatnot. And I built this all for YouTube with my Sony A7 Triple I. It's an awesome camera that I bought just to build the studio. So please head over to YouTube if you at least want to check it out for a second. And I'm going to do a Q&A with you guys for a little bit. I am pretty dehydrated and hungry, so I don't know how long I'll be on. Wait. Actually, your link's not there? Oh, no. I guess when I got permanently banned, it took the link out of my bio. Can somebody pin it? Can somebody pin the channel at? The info's gone. Okay, yeah. Well, the permanent ban yesterday, I guess the link tree got taken out of the bio. Can somebody spam at Dean Withers without the E in Withers real quick? Because that's how you guys will be able to find it. Okay, okay. Yeah. So guys, here's the @ over on YouTube. If you go to YouTube and type that in, you'll find it. Alternatively, if you just go to youtube.com/that @ without the handle, you'll find it. That's how you find my YouTube account. And now we're live with exactly 2,033 people over there. So come hang out. I'd really love to try to get up to 4,000 people. That'd be like the coolest thing ever. By the way, everybody watching at home on YouTube, I see over there. Thank you for being here. And I live stream these debates over to YouTube as well. So yeah, if you want to make sure that you get a notification literally every single time I go live, all you got to do is sub on YouTube or turn the bell on. That way you'll get a notification every time. But yo, Cassandra, thank you for the 31 Australian dollars over on YouTube, saying that callers never heard of the trolley problem. Yeah, literally. And I really do appreciate you for the love. Thank you, Cassandra. W's to Cassandra in the chat. But okay, guys, I'm going to go ahead and now for the 7,000 people in here, please go over to YouTube. If you want to find me on YouTube, look at my name, Dean Withers. Look up Dean Withers without the on your YouTube app. You'll find me. It'll be easy. I'm live streaming. We're going to have some fun, hang out, do a Q&A. Head over there. I don't think that 4,000 viewers is practical anymore. I think that maybe 3,000 viewers is practical. So head over there. I love you all. And hopefully I'll see you there. Come check out the nice studio with the professional lighting and the setup and the camera. Bye, you guys. At Dean Withers, you know the at, you know how to get there. See you there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for everybody hanging at home on YouTube, what is going on, y'all? It is good to see you all. So, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to go ahead. Brianna, thank you for the $5 super chat. I'm going to go ahead and switch my mic input. So if you can tell, this USB right here, that's going to be what plugs my mic in so you could hear me. But it's running through my phone and then through like headphones and all this in between. So the mic can pipe into the phone and the computer at the same time. I'm going to go ahead and cut out all that in between, and I'm going to be silent for like 10 seconds just while I do it. All right, then we should be good now. Do you see how like the audio quality gets noticeably better there? Yo, Alicia, thank you so much for the $7 Canadian over YouTube Super Chat. That's very kind. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, everybody, welcome in. So I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys for like 15 minutes about what this is. So if you haven't been here before, if this is your first time on the Dean Withers YouTube channel, this is my studio. And I built this studio just to make content for you guys. And fun fact, I am now actually in the works of bringing an executive producer and a team of editors and maybe even a writer on board so it could start pumping out various forms of content for you guys every single day. I'm going to be working with a whole team. So for me, it's super easy. All I have to do is turn on my camera, look and go. And then I have a whole team of support around me to be able to pump out so much content. So it has been a very long work in progress. I've been working on this forever. And hopefully that's going to come soon. So if you haven't already, make sure to sub. That is a big reason why I've been directing more and more people to join the live here on YouTube, is because YouTube is going to become like the predominant place where I make my content. Not to mention over on TikTok, I don't know what it is. The lives do great. People love it. TikTok loves it, but not so much on the videos. So I posted a video right before I went live. Right now it's at 26,000 views. Okay. Meanwhile, you know how many views the live got today? 10 million. So, you know, we're going to slow down with the TikTok posts and we're going to shift to more of a YouTube centered, focus. So that'll be really awesome. That'll be really awesome. I cannot wait. We're going to be able to get that going pretty soon. It's going to be a lot of fun. But, yeah, guys, if you're one of the 3.2 thousand people in here, make sure to say what's up. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask in the chat. I'll hang out here with you guys for a little bit. Maybe we could go over some things happening. Okay. Like in mainstream media, something that I've seen popping up, right, is that Trump called himself a king. My question is, how can any Republican who claims to be a patriot, claims to be a constitutionalist, claims to be a conserver of traditional values, look at that and say, I love it? You know, as I said on stream, we fought a revolution to rid ourselves of king. The most traditional value of American fundamental ideas is that of standing against monarchy. So very interesting. Hey, Jamie, thank you so much for the $20 YouTube super chat. Jamie says, thanks for being vulnerable and resilient enough to be on the political front lines. Jamie, I really appreciate you for the love. And so kind of you. Thank you, Jamie. As well as Anne with the $20 super chat on YouTube. Once again, I guess we're all only on YouTube now. So thank you, Anne. Huge shout out to Anne and Jamie. And then, of course, Catherine with a $15 super chat saying, I saw your heart episode. Look up SVT, super vernacular. I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. To convert beats to normal, bear down, hold to it. Hold till it converts. Okay, I'm gonna look that up. Yeah, so I have like heart palpitations frequently. They like scare the fuck out of my girlfriend. She's been trying to get me to go to the doctor's office about them forever. But usually they're not that bad. But today they were really bad. I really scared myself on stream today. Yo, Authentically ADHD with Carmen. Thank you for the $10 super chat saying it. Thank you for being amazing. Keep it up. Hey, I really appreciate that. Thank you. That's very, very kind. Very, very kind. Wow, man. Over 3,000 people in a YouTube stream is really phenomenal. This is awesome. You know, the first time I went live on YouTube, I got like 10 people in here. Now we are finally growing the platform. I love it. You guys are phenomenal. Every single one of you. You guys are great. Aliska, thank you for the $7 Canadian saying I love watching your vids. You make a difference. I appreciate that. And Outdoor Stuff for the $5 super chat. Thank you. And then Yuri with a $5 super chat. I noticed misinformation and hateful rhetoric on government websites. Can anything be done about that? Specifically where? Daisy with a $5 saying love seeing young men stand up for women's rights. I appreciate that, Daisy. Thank you. Yeah, man, dude, Doge has been making me crack up. So if you go on the Doge website, Skylar, thank you for the $5 super chat. What you'll see is the receipts are literally just screenshots of other public government websites. So Doge isn't a real government, a part of the government, if that makes any sense. Like, I think I just heard it the other day that Elon Musk is considered just an advisor to Donald Trump on paper. And they don't have any special authority. And for all their receipts of the wasteful government they're spending, they're finding, it's already public information, which is really fucking hilarious. So whenever anybody says, oh, like, we need Doge, it's so good, it's so empowering, it's so awesome, you could be Doge. You have the same amount as authority as Doge does. You know, anybody could go on our government websites and screenshot shit that they find is wasteful. And then they don't give any argument that it's wasteful. They just find anything that says diversity, equity, and inclusion. And then all of a sudden, you know, it's corruptness. So I don't know. Yo, Sid, thank you so much for the $50 YouTube super chat. Oh my God, Sid, that's crazy. Thank you so much, Sid. Sid says, been an awful week and my mental health hasn't been the greatest. I know I can always find something to take my mind off of it when you and Parker are alive. Sid, we all love you here. Look at that heart. Look at that heart, Sid. You're here every single day. I'm sorry that you've been struggling. If I could offer any advice, exercise and healthy eating. They've been so good for me. Every single day, you guys, I've been eating very, very healthy foods. Because what I've realized is that eating healthy is less expensive than fast food. Okay? And for the longest time, I wouldn't cook at all. And I'd just do fast food. You know what I mean? And I was even able to find good discounts. Like $5 tacos at Taco Bell. Meal. Boom. Done. Etc. To eat cheap from fast food. But I'm realizing that I can make like a very high quality what do you call it? Alfredo sauce, like freshly shaved Parmesan Reggiano cheese and heavy cream. That's just so good with butter and garlic and great noodles and chicken that is just made to perfection. And it costs less than like $6 a serving, you know? So that's what I've been doing every single night, fresh cooking. And in fact, as soon as I get off of here tonight, that's exactly what I'm going to do. In fact, do you guys want to give me recommendations for what I should do, what I should make tonight? Yo, Chelsea, thank you for the $7 Canadian. It's my B-Day this weekend. Love you, Dean. Can I get a happy birthday? Yo, happy birthday. Happy early birthday, Chelsea. That's awesome. Everybody wish Chelsea a happy early birthday. And then Christian, thank you so much for the $5 and keep cooking, Dean, quite frankly. I will never stop cooking, quite frankly. I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. And oh my God, yo, y'all are fucking cooking, dude. Johnny with the $50 YouTube super chat. Holy hell, man. You guys are going wild today. Huge shout out to Johnny. Johnny says, hope you feel better and get checked out. Okay. I need y'all to give informed advice. With palpitations, just be honest. Just be honest. Should I actually get checked out? Or is it likely that they won't be able to do anything? I want you guys to be honest. Yeah? Yeah, okay. I guess I should. Man, because it's not just myself. You know? Yeah, I was kind of like thinking about it. Like if earlier on stream, I seriously had some like major health complication. And something bad happens, you know, that'd be pretty bad for you know, a lot of like the frequent viewers or, you know, like the girlfriend and whatnot. Like I need to keep good care of my health for y'all. I'm not even kidding. I know that that sounds like crazy, but like, you know, I keep good care of my health, but probably not as much as I should, if that makes any sense. Like Ultra, thank you for the $10 super chat. And TM with the $2 super chat. I appreciate you guys. Yeah. That's something that I should probably do. Facts. Facts. You know. Ooh, what kind of dollar is that? I don't even know. 10,000 of a very interesting dollar. I wonder what that is. Yeah. Yo, Vietnamese dollars from Uno. Thank you, Uno. W's to Uno for the 10,000 Vietnamese dollars. Damn, dude. Those conversion rates are crazy. So 10,000 Vietnamese dollars are equivalent to about 40 cents. Those conversion rates are crazy. I wonder what it's like living in a country that experienced hyperinflation. It's not called dollars. Okay, I know. I'm sorry. You're right. It's not called dollars. Like, I bet that has to be so destructive to so many. Like, imagine like living like prior to hyperinflation and having, you know, like $10,000 to your name. You're pretty good. You know, you got some money. Next thing you know, that's the equivalent to like $3. Just couldn't imagine. Johnny, thank you for the $20 super chat, saying that politics is stressful. No, politics is very stressful. I've aged so much in the last year and a half. And, you know, all the things about Dean going bald, you know, it's just haters, whatever. But I actually am thinning significantly faster than I was before. My skin is just looking older. I look older. Like, I'll look back at videos from when I started doing debates, comparing me now to then. I looked like a child then. Christine, thank you for the $10 super chat donation, saying, Dean, you have completely changed politics for me. You're going places. Thank you for standing up for rights. It's a very kind message of you, Christine, and thank you so much for the love. Silver with a $5 saying, if you're having palpitations, you should see a cardiologist from an EMT. Yeah, I'll do it. I will. Pico with a $10 saying, I went to a doctor about it. They did some testing and I didn't do anything, lol. But I noticed for me when I stopped drinking caffeine, it slowed down the palpitations. Yeah, okay. So first of all, I actually appreciate you for the super chat and like the very useful information. Yeah, I'll probably just slow down on the caffeine because I do love caffeine. I do. I actually have a full like espresso machine downstairs. Somebody in the chat says probably have low test, probably get a blood test done. No, my test levels are like decently high. Yuri, think of the $5 saying with deportations, the state of animal welfare shelters will be a lot worse. Please, everybody, if you could adopt or foster to save lives. For real, man. I agree. Mm-hmm. Debates? Oh, we're just doing a Q&A right now. Oh, my body is starting to hurt a little bit, though. I think it's because I don't eat enough. Okay, you know what? Actually, okay. My big issue right now is I am good at focusing on what to do for dinner, but never what to do for breakfast. So right now it's 5 my time. I started working at about 11:30. You know, just miscellaneous stuff to do. Like before I go live every day, I got to work on like getting a video out. You know, there's a couple people that I work with behind the scenes. Look at this cool ass jacket. There's a couple people that I work with behind the scenes that I got to talk to. Some meetings here and there. And next thing I know, it's like 5 p.m. and I'm getting off. But like I haven't really ate all day. So, yeah, I gotta start focusing on better breakfast. Yo, Punko with the $10 saying my real name is Mariah. Well, Mariah, thank you for the $10. Have your girlfriend take your blood pressure today? Yes, go get some tests done, please. Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. You guys haven't convinced me. I'll do it. I appreciate you for the $10, Mariah. Ellie with the £5. Any chance you could switch auto captions on for the stream and others? It would be appreciated. How do I do that? Because as far as I'm aware. Yeah, they aren't available. Yeah, I wonder how I do that. I agree. I should do that. I agree. I'll happily do that. Briar, $10. Thank you so much. Pop quiz, Dean. How do you pronounce my name? Briar. Briar is how you pronounce her name. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Dude, I don't know why I can never pronounce that name, and that's on me. That's my fault. Dean, you know breakfast is the most important meal? It is the most important meal, and I've been letting myself down. So, I'm going to start focusing on that a little bit more. And honestly, dude, I appreciate everybody so much for your love in this sense of like how much kindness you've shown to me through donations. Not just today, but like just always. Like, I guess I never really talk about it, but I actually do want to talk about how I've been spending my money. Okay? It's been on high quality food. And no, not like eating out at restaurants, getting a $50, not like that. I mean, high quality food from the grocery store to cook. And I just wanted to, thank you guys for that. Like right now, like this amenity that I have that plenty of other 20-year-olds don't have is being able to comfortably eat fresh. Okay, and I know what it feels like to not be able to comfortably eat fresh. Apart from, just freshman year of college, literally eating Pop-Tarts and ramen to survive. I never really ate that fresh growing up, so, it's really cool. And I appreciate you guys for that. Chloe, thanks for the $5. Would I ever do a YouTube stream where you go on MAGA's TikToks lives? Yes, I actually do. I do want to steal that idea. I do want to steal and execute upon that idea. I do. Chesco, thank you for the 14 Canadian dollars. Meditate. If you legit harness all of your energy, just sit and watch the palpitations over and over. Your subconscious mind will realize it will fade. You know what? I actually do want to get into meditation just for like mental health reasons. I don't think it like unlocks any chakras. I'm not going to fucking lie. I also probably don't think that you should meditate like palpitations away. I think you should go to... Sorry, Jessica. I think you should go to the doctor. But, I do think that it can have positive effects on your mental well-being. But, like... Yeah. On Sigma? Says no in the chat. On Sigma. Yeah, on Sigma. Dean, I need screeners. Yeah, bro, I do. But it's so hard with TikTok because it's TikTok. You can't screen a TikTok call. Where are the eyeliner picks? Honestly, for those of you that know about the eyeliner pick, I just forgot about them. I'm not going to lie. Yo, Christian, thank you for the $5 over on PayPal. Thank you. Very kind, Christian. Very kind. You guys have been so kind today. Okay, chat. All right, it's 5:12. Yo, Taryn! Thank you for the $20 donation on Venmo from 17 minutes ago. I'm sorry if you're in here, Taryn. I didn't see that. Thank you, Taryn. It's very kind. Do I feel safe in public? Actually, yeah, I do. I've never had somebody be an asshole to me in public. I've had a lot of people that are MAGA, a lot of Republicans coming to me up in public. Never had an asshole. Mari, thank you so much for the $10 on Super Chat. Mari says, I'm a middle schooler and I'm a lesbian in a Catholic school. Oh no. I was in a Catholic school too in middle school. Things will change. Once you go to high school, get out of the private Catholic school, you'll be so much happier. Every time I watch, I feel safe. Thank you. Well, Mari, save your money, first of all. If I could refund YouTube Super Chats, I'd refund that one. But I appreciate you for your kindness. And, man. I had a friend when I also went to private Catholic school. They were a lesbian. And her name was Carson, I think. I don't know. Anyway, I forget their name. Point is, damn, things were so bad for them. You know? Like, shit, it was just full of prejudice and persecution from every angle. Like, also, like, not to mention, I had like another friend who I also went to this private Catholic school with. Dude has a brother that also went to the private Catholic school. And the brother that I'm friends with came out to me, right? But hasn't come out to their brother. Because their brother, going to that private Catholic school, didn't come out good. And will literally talk about how homophobic he is. Terrifying shit, man. I'm trying to speak in very vague terms. Yeah. It's so sad. And then, I had another friend that I went to this private Catholic school to that I never knew was gay. They were in the closet all throughout middle school and even high school. And it wasn't until 2 years after high school that they finally felt like comfortable in coming out because of all of like the repressed trauma from being indoctored in this private Catholic school that it was something wrong and bad. Oh man, terrible. Sorry, weird tangent. Just interesting. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hop off for the night. I love you guys. You guys are awesome. I'm gonna go drink some water, get some electrolytes, per doctor's orders, obviously. And yeah, if Parker's doing debates, go check him out. Spam Dean Raid over on TikTok. How about you guys just choose some random fucking streamer that's doing debates right now? Go show him some love. But I love you guys. Peace and love, and see you tomorrow. Peace.